Good evening and welcome to yet another episode of the Strategy Guide Reviews Book of the Month Club. My name is Ross Polly, enjoying a beautiful Belgian white shock top. That's right, I finished the lemon shandies eventually. Hooray, I've moved on to a new six-pack.
It only took 8 episodes for you to move on from a six-pack.
Congratulations, Ross. You've finally grown up. Real. I bet it was.
Joining us this week is Christopher Nitz, who is enjoying what?
Well, I'm enjoying the usual. I'm enjoying a delicate, cracking spiced rum with some caffeine-free Coke Zero. 'Cause I need to sleep tonight and get my beauty rest.
Coke Zero, because he's got to watch his ladylike figure.
It really says, I want to party, but I gotta go to nap too.
I did. Hey, I eventually have to pull these dentures out, put them in their little cup of...
Once we get to the what we've been playing section, I need a nap.
I need a nap. Exactly.
And with us also, as well as down there.
He's down here.
I'm up here. Down.
I'm totally disconcerted because this isn't how my...
Well, it's because you don't
Blake Grunman, Blake, what are you drinking?
I am drinking a fine Ballast Point Dorado double IPA.
Do you have any ice cubes?
I've never had this before. What now?
Do you have any ice cubes in it?
I do not. No, I do not.
Man, we should get you some ice cube trays.
We totally should get you some.
You mean like these and the? I've got a shit ton of these. I mean, good lord. If I'm ever holding a Star Wars theme party, I should be all set.
Are you building like a Star Wars igloo to go wait in line tomorrow?
Oh my god, that would be amazing, actually. That would be so awesome. I need to do that.
Yeah. Chris, what are we doing?
Well, Ross, as our viewers can now see, we have taken the VC to the next level. If only Carrie was here, so that way Carrie could be like where Ross is at, which is over here on my screen, and then we can put Ross and Blake over here. Yeah, we're totally like souping it up.
Again, so you're gonna make Ross and I bottoms all the time?
Oh,
like, what the hell?
Damn right. You are below us. You are below Carrie and I, because I like how Ross is all about being the bottom.
Yeah, I'm about to say, Ross is all about being like the center square. He's like, hey, what's going on, guys?
I mean, the Brady Bunch, guys.
I was about to say, there it is. Where's Alice?
Hi!
Ross, I think Ross is our personal Alice.
Yeah. So, in 2016, like we had said in our SGR coffee break this morning, we will eventually do some more branding. And eventually, Carrie will be back on this show, the Book of the Month. Yeah. Yeah.
So that means we'll actually have shit to say then.
It is still up in the air if she will be here in January, which is kind of why I'm thinking that if we can push it, if we can push this podcast off just to the end of the month, maybe we can get Carrie on as well. Even
to the end of January?
Yeah, to the end of January.
Oh yeah, we should be able to do that. I mean, we're doing this at the end of this month, right?
I mean, if we can do that, even if she hasn't played the game that I am currently selecting.
Well, don't tell us what it is yet.
I'm not telling you what it is, but maybe
save the magic.
Maybe we can get her on to at least fill where Ross is at, and I can take Ross and put him down here, and then Blake, you'll still be over here.
I see how it is.
Where the antivirus and all the fucking firewall notifications show up, you can be over here. So we are once again using VC, and apparently here you can see my name, Chris. Here you can see Ross over here. This is Ross Polly, and down here
I do have a name.
You can see Blake.
Oh, hey, that's kind of cool.
So
I like it. I totally can't see it, but I believe you.
But eventually, we will actually have some actual branding and all that other jazz. But we're trying it out, seeing how this works. That's why I'm so big, because I was like, I don't really think that everybody wants to see a giant chunk of screen. But
this way you can see us each all of the time.
Yeah, exactly.
So, viewers, you can see exactly who you want to see.
There is no just getting up and like sneaking away to take a piss. The camera is always on you now.
Damn it.
That is really creepy. How he
seriously, Russ.
That kind of. I don't know that I'm going to be able to go to sleep tonight after.
Nope, definitely not. It's going to be seeing Chester the Molester over there, just sitting there giving us the creeper stare.
Oh, God, this is already going off the rails. So,
yeah, what's new?
This book, I know, this book of the month. I was really drunk the last one. I'm going to be really drunk by the end of this one.
No, you don't say.
At some point, somebody suggested that we just throw out the whole idea of like Chris suggesting his thing.
Yeah, we didn't want to play Chris's game.
And we just do Fallout
Fuck
4,
that guy.
and it was during Fallout 4 hype.
I mean, we were all gonna play Fallout 4 anyway.
We were all gonna play Fallout.
All of us. We didn't want to spend time on some other game. We were spending all of our time on Fallout this month.
If you played Fallout, wait. If you have Fallout 4 downloaded to your playing device, that could be the PS4, the PC. Raise your hand.
I mean, all
Xbox
of us,
One,
of course.
actually, yeah.
Wait a minute.
Hold on. This fucking guy. What?
Did you run out of internet cap?
Yeah, like what the crap, man?
Let me just. I had to work on this.
This fucking guy. Really?
That's
really?
not even English.
Nope, it's not. They didn't even make that in this country.
Of drink zestingness. It's like a bar. It's like a bar-themed RPG where you and a bunch of angsty people try to order your
I did have a bunch of teenagers.
It's like a hipster bar.
I did have a bunch of Japanese teenagers trying to order me a Zima at the bar.
I'll bet you did.
Is it even legal to have those people in a book like that?
I'm pretty sure it's not. But I had to review this.
Okay. How was it?
This game is great. If you played any Tales games,
save it for your what you've been playing, man.
It's not.
Save the magic.
Fallout after this one.
What the hell, man?
So I finished that game tonight, and actually tomorrow I will start downloading Fallout 4. So tomorrow I can raise my hand, but
well, I'm glad that we're having this discussion now, then, so we can ruin the fucking game for you.
Well, hey, let's face it. Next week is Christmas. The following week is New Year's, which maybe I'll show up to Blake's house to trash his place and
hell yeah,
puke all over his floor.
Sounds good. Yeah, hell yeah. Sounds like
his
fun.
wife can make that crazy ass crack.
Then let's be honest. That's the only reason why you're coming. You want that fucking dip.
I don't really want to see Blake. I really want to see
his
wife use a crack dip.
Yep, he wants the dip.
And maybe get some grape drink from Ross's wife.
Yeah, of course.
We have some fresh grape juice
with a Death Star fucking ice cube.
Yeah, if I had somebody who has like some Star Wars.
I mean, if somebody had and put like,
if
Han Solo and carbonite in there, that'd be great. I mean, that'd be
Han Solo and carbonite. I know that sounds like a good one.
Wait a minute. I think I hate to say this now, but I have 3 sets of Han Solo and carbonite.
Everyone on our podcast,
So Carrie, Ross, and I have all gotten you Han Solo and
each one of you fuckers has. Each one of you has.
and fucking R2D2.
Well, all right, and that's when I sit there and I go, okay, maybe they're just saying, I like, cold beverages. But then 2 of you fuckers have gotten me 2 different Star Wars themed bottle openers.
I mean,
so it's like, this is most certainly pointing to something that is not true at all about
like this Blake Grunman section on ThinkGeek that just like things.
It's like for the alcoholic Star Wars fan in your life.
Blake, if you could just move your head to your left real quick. I just want to point out the fact that on this stream right here.
Yep.
Yeah,
that's a big mural.
So anyway,
and if you wanted, there's another one over there of Darth Vader. So that's the thing.
I also took pictures of your firstborn son.
That's top
of Star Wars lunch pails.
Star Wars lunch pails, and
I got like a Millennium Falcon.
Oh, that's what is that?
It's like a Millennium Falcon little metal thing. You know the collector's edition of Halo that we all got? How it came with that metal.
Yeah, that was fucking awful.
Yeah, I got a Millennium Falcon one.
Oh, sweet! I'll take it.
Actually, I have 2 Millennium Falcon ones because I'm gonna fuck up the first one.
Dude, give me the other one. I'll take it.
We'll see if the first one lives and is in good shape.
All right.
Let's bring it back.
Oh yeah, Fallout
4. Fallout 4.
Right, Game of the Year, Fallout 4.
Blake's Star Wars addiction. Blake's Star Wars addiction.
Did you just say Black's? You called me Black, didn't you? You said Black's Star Wars addiction.
You have a black penis addiction. We understand, but let's talk about Fallout.
All right, fine.
All right.
I actually want to talk about Fallout.
I've watched some streams of it, so I can comment on. Actually, I watched my brother play it too.
Who should introduce the game? I guess, in case you've been living under a rock.
Oh Jesus! I mean,
Ross, why don't you do it? This requires effort. I think you should be capable.
Fallout 4.
It's a game.
It's a sequel to one of my top 5 games of all time, Fallout 2. Fallout 2, one of my top 5 games of all time, changed my life. Even though we had to download the patch back in 1997, because I've been doing this for years as a PC.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It's not new. Fallout 4, purchased by Bethesda, makers of the Elder Scrolls. to turn the game from a 2D isometric RPG game to a 3D open world Elder Scrolls ripoff with guns.
Oh, come on. It's far more than that.
So you're saying you didn't really appreciate Fallout 3?
I did not appreciate Fallout 3. One of my biggest disappointments of all time. Came around a little bit on Fallout New Vegas.
Wow.
Still wasn't digging it.
Look at this guy throwing down the gauntlet.
Shade! Fucking old boring game. It's like Morrowind without colors is terrible.
But you know then that game that was so full of bugs that it had heads that would spin on its axis in the wrong direction.
That was a good homage to the originals.
But yeah, so that's the game that's the better one. Is that what you're saying?
Fallout 4, yeah. Or New Vegas, yes.
New Vegas, really.
New Vegas had personality.
And it had color.
It did have color.
It had color and personality. It had some of the creative talents back from the Black Isle.
And it had Matthew Perry.
They were in there to help write and put in the humor and life that Fallout 3 did not have.
Okay, fair enough. You know what? I can buy that.
Fallout 4 is the culmination of all of the, I guess, feedback of the meta-games they had before. They worked on it. They were so sure of themselves that they wouldn't fall back into the trappings of the previous games that they didn't even announce the game until it was basically done.
Right, and that was one of those where the only reason that we even knew it was in development was because there were casting leaks that Kotaku found.
Yeah, Kotaku, and then Kotaku got yelled at. Well, I guess.
Well, no, that wasn't the one that got yelled at. That was Ubisoft.
Ubisoft and. It was Ubisoft and Bethesda. There was two studios.
Yeah, that's right, because they bitched that they didn't get reviews of Dishonored or anything like that.
Still, they trade secrets, and now they're mad at us.
Exactly. You know what? Anyway. I still go to describing that as that's like taking someone and spoiling their surprise birthday party and then expecting to be invited the next year.
I literally tweeted that. You stole that from me.
No, you motherfucker. I tweeted that.
I literally tweeted that.
I tweeted that before you tweeted it.
I can't retweet.
This is not the Kotaku podcast. This is the Fallout 4 podcast.
Fallout 4 is a game.
Yep.
Nobody cares about Kotaku at this point.
Chris played 0 hours of it. I played 22 hours of it, and Blake played...
How many hours?
The 107 hours of it.
What?
Yeah.
Blake, you have children!
It was right after we hit... Hold on. The timing of it could not have been more perfect because it came out right after my daughter was born. So, she's doing a lot of
you have to watch those things!
But...
No, he was like, here's a fucking bottle. I'm just going to keep playing.
I mean, we joke about it. You don't give them whiskey, Blake.
I didn't give them whiskey. It was rum. Get it right. Fucking A, man. No, it
wasn't Everclear. I mean, Everclear would have just knocked that bastard out for.
So here's what happens.
Okay.
I have 2 weeks off where I'm helping my wife with the kids and everything. My son, I'm taking care of him during the day so that she can do the mommy thing and not be worried about our son. Now at night she would go to bed early and then I would watch the kid until 2 or 3 a.m. when I would come to bed. So I pretty much had from about 9 o'clock on until whenever I decided to go to sleep to play whatever the hell I wanted.
When you were in charge of children.
Well, she's sleeping. She's in a rocking place sitting right in front of me. Like a little...
just because she fell unconscious because of your bad parenting.
I'm going to point over here. This is what a speed addict looks like right here. This is bottom corner.
What are you talking about?
Because you just said during the day... I would take care of the son, and then during the night, I would take care of the daughter. So I got 2 hours of sleep, but it's okay because
it was about 5 hours of sleep. But yeah, seriously, I've been operating on about 5 hours of sleep for about the last pretty much since my daughter's been born. 5 hours of sleep each night.
I hope you get a snip, dude. I hope you get a snip.
Well, yeah. So.
Yeah, there you go. So, 0 hours. Less than a quarter of the game in fucking just polish that bitch off.
Well, here's the funny part.
Not even. His settlement is probably like a fucking metropolis.
All right, here's the sad part. I barely played any campaign.
No, like I just said.
You doing?
barely
What are
did
you
shit.
doing in the game?
Has a fucking His settlement is probably like a fucking New York City at this point.
Okay, my settlement has got 20 some odd people in it now.
I have 0 additional people in my settlement.
I've got
I planted
Ross
some,
doesn't care.
I planted some pumpkins and then I fucking left. Okay.
I gave them enough plants to survive. I have a 93% happiness rating of everybody in my settlement.
Just fucking
I mean,
left.
Fucking Sim City right here.
Yes.
Sim City.
Bye,
Well-
guys. We all have to make it on our own out here in the wasteland. We can't just sit around.
Dude, the first thing I did was I built dog meat, a bitchin' pad, man. It's amazing. It's got a pool out back. It's awesome. All the bitches are coming out for him. It's great. He's a big.
I even like
he is
dog
big
meat
with
in
the
the
ladies. Let me tell
Dog
you.
meat has
All
to go hang out at the gas station by
those mongrels are all over him. It's amazing.
And you know what? The best part about this is that my brother built a settlement so that way he could display all his power armors that he'd collected throughout the entire game.
Nice.
He has like his power armor 6, and then there's like an entire house dedicated to his other power armors. that
He's like the
collected.
fucking Iron Man of the wasteland. It's amazing.
Oh,
See, what I did is I had one power every settlement that I discovered that had a place where you could keep power armor. I had one set of power armor in every single settlement.
just spread it all out for some reason.
Well, no, that way I could always fast travel somewhere else and get a new fresh set of
Well,
armor,
Ross-
drop off my old one, get it repaired, and then take my new one out on the road and go to town.
Ross, what you don't understand is that when you put a power armor in the center of your town, what the
Hi, cat.
Wow.
You want some beer?
yeah?
The cat is on my head. Get the cat off my head!
Yeah.
Get the cat off! Get the cat off my head!
You have pussy on top of your head, dude.
Wow.
Wow, didn't need that. Anyway,
How you doing?
so really what Blake is saying is that he used like the natural wonders to build his towns. He just put a power armor in the center of his town, and his little settlement just kind of grew.
Yeah, it was pretty awesome, man. It's great.
And every
But-
once in a while, he would put in a plumbing center so that way they would have fresh water.
Fresh water.
No, man.
They've got
It's
a bunch
like a
of
creek right
generators all
there.
over the
There's a
place.
river that goes through the town. They can
Hold on.
drink out of
Are you
that.
talking about sanctuary?
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Just let them drink out of that.
Well, okay. So,
That irradiated water. Just let them drink out of that.
We all got
oh,
problems.
dude, no. Here's the nice thing.
They can boil the radiation off. It's all good.
Well, you just get the ability where what is it? It's like guts of steel or something like that, or it doesn't bother you. You can drink that shit. It doesn't matter. You're not going to get radiation from any of it. It's awesome.
Yeah. Why don't they get that?
I don't know. Not my problem.
'Cause-
Come on. Crazy
Dude,
crackhead
dude.
granny can go get her own water.
Dude, I had her kick her habit. She was done within like the
Oh
first
man,
5
I just
hours.
fucking gave her drugs.
You gave her so much jet.
so many drugs. She kept telling me useful things.
What was it?
See
It
the
was
future.
it was Mama something or other. What the hell was her name?
I don't know. She's just a druggie. I just call her bitch.
all I know is
Jesus.
all I know her
Crack
is
whore, here's some Mentats.
No.
Tell me my future.
the only way I know her is
I'll
as
tell
target
you
practice
the
because my brother would just shoot her until she would die and come back because she couldn't die. You could just kill her until she dropped to the ground, and then she'd get back up. And eventually, after about 5 kills, the town would get mad at you. And this
Oh,
is
yeah,
right
yeah.
before he got bored of killing her and went and shot the only 2-headed cow in town, and then the entire town
Okay,
got
so
pissed when he killed the
did you
2-headed
guys have
cow.
did you guys have cows on the house?
No.
Okay,
What?
so in my game,
This sounds like a rap song.
no, hold on. When the one
That was
thing
my
about
band's name from back in
Okay.
high school.
So the one thing about that Fallout has is it procedurally generates everything the first time, and then after that it keeps everything. I love it if both of you go for drinks.
Ross
Uh,
has
Blake's
another one.
as
explain-
it's procedurally generating all of those levels, it keeps it that way. It keeps it that way for the rest of the game. Well, for reasons unfucking beknownst to me, the center of town, where of Sanctuary, where you have like your main area there, where you've got like the rack for your power armor. There's
cul-de-sac.
a fucking cow spawned on top of the building. It spawned on top of the house. And every time I go back, the same fucking cow is still up there on the roof, just chilling. I've got pictures I posted on on Twitter and everything. Yeah, it's just this cow just chilling on the roof, still there. Every time I come
Safe.
into town. Yeah, that's absolutely
Smart.
safe. But the problem is, it's also one of the Brahmins that's supposed to be traveling around everywhere that is kind of like one of the mobile stores that you can just find
pack
throughout
Brahmin?
the wasteland. Yeah, exactly.
You stole Trash Can Carla's Brahmin?
No, I didn't steal anybody's
You
Brahmin.
monster!
Dude, it randomly spawned on top of my house.
And you haven't kicked it
It
off?
was literally
You
beat
haven't
from
gone up
heaven.
there and just meleeed it off?
No, of course not. Why would I do that? It's more fun.
Don't
up there.
aggro the Brahmin.
Yeah, it's not cool. No need.
So,
Ross, you need another drink, by the way. You can't
I-
be drinking
no,
the
I got-
pussy-ass water. No, you can't be drinking the
this is
pussy-ass
guava juice.
I don't
Oh,
give a shit.
yeah,
Unless
well,
it's got vodka in it or Everclear.
It is a product of Mexico. It's basically tequila, but without alcohol.
Yeah, it's
But
not
hold
tequila.
on.
It's not tequila.
And no worms.
So I was walking
Lord knows
by
it's got enough dead things in it.
and saw what I thought was like Trash Can Carla's Brahmin, just like
Yeah.
a caravan Brahmin.
Mhm.
But before I saw it, I just saw like these people labeled as cavern guards just bolting up into the mountains,
Mhm.
like running past me, just running up into the mountains. I was like, what the hell are they running from? So I walked over and I saw the Brahmin just sitting out there in the middle of nowhere. And then I was like, what the hell? I walked up to it and it was red.
Mhm.
And then all of a sudden Preston's like, you fucker! It's just started shooting me! I was like, what the Preston? Stop, Preston! No! And I died. Preston
awesome.
just murdered me because I looked
Which-
at a Brahmin.
Which, by the way, this is one of those games where it adopts the PC mentality of quick save often. I played it on
Fucking kill you.
what?
Murderer. The Minuteman guy's crazy. He's gonna backstab and kill you.
All right, I haven't had any problems with Preston. Not a single problem.
So
I mean, the only problem I saw with Preston is when you tried to shoot him in the face.
I did
I
see
built-
some fun bugs. I did see some fun bugs where, like, Preston, he's out there, like, walking around, stomping around in the little river out there, and all of a sudden, like, he just fucking fell through the floor. Just like, bloop. Like he found, like, the deepest, like, little cavern in the pond, and he just walks down, and you just see him just bloop, ba-doop, 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 and then poof, just completely down.
Hey,
Water
it wouldn't be a
splashes up in the
Bethesda
air and
game with
everything.
So, it wouldn't
Dude,
be a
it's
Bethesda
like
game
fucking
without
Nessie,
some
drug him
kick-ass
in.
bugs. Ross,
he's
the-
built to come after you. So I maximized charisma first because
Oh, yeah.
I'm so charming.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And modest, yeah.
And
Piece
I
of-
got the intimidation perk to like stop bad guys so I could just like, hey, stop shooting me, and they're like, okay.
Sorry, my bad.
So I did that because
scared
I'm
me.
not a murderer. Just because I run across people in the wasteland does not mean I have to kill everyone.
no, you have to kill everyone.
Not everyone.
So I kill like half of them, and then half of them are like, okay, we'll give up. We're good.
Mhm.
We
Mhm.
want to live so that we can go take out that med center later or something.
Okay.
Get killed by red roaches.
Yeah,
And,
that's
true.
true.
Cool. All right, that's cool. We're cool.
Yeah.
You can just then murder them, shoot them in the head. Preston's like, yeah, they probably deserved it. They're not going to need that stuff anymore. But if you disarm them, take their weapons, because they will eventually decide to betray you and come after you.
Well,
if you
of
take their
course.
weapons, disarm them so they won't be a threat anymore. She's like, well, notice on the screen, Preston hates that.
Yeah, of course.
Preston is only out there to murder.
Yeah. Okay, Ross. Then just don't have Preston in your party.
I went and I backstabbed this guy in a drug deal. He's like,
Well,
hey,
that'll
we should go
happen.
do this drug deal thing. And then he's like, okay. And then I was like, okay, you go first. And then he, of course, dies immediately. So everyone dies. I steal all the drug money. I'm like, I'm so bad. And then Preston's like, you're like the best person in the Commonwealth. You're here to protect the citizens. And just had this like heart-to-heart moment. And I'm just like, Preston, I just fucking went like Tupac on these fools.
do you see them? They're all
You
sitting
should
there.
not be encouraging
They're,
this.
they're all just sitting there in their underwear because I stripped them naked and took all their shit,
I
man.
just murdered them and stole all of their things.
And not only that,
Both parties, like the guy who asked us for help is dead over there without any pants.
and by the way, remember I started the trade with you? You're carrying all their shit, man.
Yeah.
You've got all their shit that you've got in your pack. I don't
Here's
have
all
mine.
this guilt.
Yep, exactly. I don't have to deal with it. Enjoy, fucker.
Preston is pro that, but like non-violent solutions? Oh no, Preston hates that. Preston only wants to murder everyone.
Okay,
Psychopath.
so how far did you get into the story? Like, how many companions
So
did
the other
you
companion I
unlock?
have is dog meat, and
That's
I
it?
like
Just
dog
those two?
meat. Dog meat's great, no judgment. Dog meat's great.
Yes.
Except he sounds like a dog. And
Yeah, that's coming from the
Yeah.
fucking cat
I
person.
hate dogs.
Coming from the what? Oh, the
The
cat
fucking
person.
cat
I
person.
hate dogs, and he just
He's got a
whimpers
dog. He owns a
and
dog.
whines
No, his
all of the
wife has a
time.
dog.
Yeah,
He-
but the dog still lives
it's
under his
all-
roof.
Dog me's just like whines all the time, and I can't. It makes me so edgy. I
And-
hate it. I can't stand
Okay.
listening. The
Well-
sound design is so dog-like. I can't deal with it. Remember
Okay.
when we were talking about Until Dawn? That was like my number one fear. Like, Blake's like
Dogs, yeah.
clowns. Well, okay, but like, when are you gonna run into a clown? I mean, dogs, they're fucking everywhere. I live
Okay.
in terror already.
Okay.
And
So-
I got this like German Shepherd creature that just whines. I can't trust it.
So your
Remember
bitch.
Walking Dead? I can't trust stray dogs in the wasteland.
Okay, so speaking of bugs and dogs, did you happen to take advantage of the bug early on, where you could take dog meat into Vault 111, and you know where the cryolator was, and he'd be like, "Oh yeah, I'm coming
just
back
like
for you
pointed.
later."
No, I did not
Exactly.
cheat, Blake.
Yes. You point at it, and the fucker
I
goes.
play the game with integrity.
Apparently, this dog can pick locks like a motherfucker. You turn your back, you turn around, and like, "Hey,
games
bitch, look what
with
you got."
integrity. Really,
Yes.
Ross? Did you just say that?
Yes.
King Troll just said, "I play
Uh-huh.
games with integrity."
Yes.
Okay.
I'm not gonna cheat. I'm not gonna use
All right,
the
Ross.
infinite caps
Yeah,
bug.
you didn't. Bullshit, you didn't. Bullshit, you
No,
didn't.
I actually had a problem because I raised charisma really high, so I
Yeah.
suck at combat. I ran out of bullets and stim packs for a long time.
Dude,
Completely out.
okay, hold on. How do you run out of stimpaks? You trip over them all the fucking
Out
time.
of stim packs because it fucking take
Okay.
hundreds of them.
So
I ran into like the swan creature, the monster of Swan Lake, and he beat the living tar out of me.
So
I
they
have,
pecked your eyes out.
4 shotgun shells
Jesus Christ.
and,
This fucking guy.
and 0 stim packs left after that.
Okay, it sounds to me like you should
I
have
had
been
to fast
using the
travel
caps
back,
there.
spent all my money on stim packs and ammo. And
You know what I'm starting to hear is this is why Ross is only playing this game for 20 minutes.
Yeah, no
This is
shit.
why
Fucking
you
sucks.
played it for like 4
It
days.
takes forever for
Okay.
me to kill things. It's just like
All right,
stab
so-
them with a bayonet on my sword because I don't have any guns.
Just for the record, first of all, let me get it out there. I did not use the caps sheet. That was where I drew the line. I did not use that. However, I did use dog meat to get the fucking cryolator. I was just like, yeah, no, I'm getting that. Now, what level are
So
you at,
that's
Rob?
that's the thing. You have guns that like kill people.
Oh yeah.
I don't.
Well,
Mine
okay.
are like
but the
mine are like
cryolator.
spitball guns.
See, the cryolator though, it's not like as much of a killing people weapon as it is an immobilizing people. And so, like, if you say you shoot them with it at a distance, they'll freeze, but eventually they'll thaw out. It's like a medium range weapon where you need to use it, run up to them, and then melee them in order to break it. So it's a 2-step weapon in order to even use it. So honestly, I find myself not really using it that much. I'll just use my pipe pistols before I'll use that.
I've spent probably 10 hours just backpedaling as feral ghouls running at me, just like pop a little 10mm PB
Dude.
gun.
You need to work on that strength. What level are you?
Like 20 maybe. Not even 20. I'm not 20 yet. I'm like
Blake
17,
is like,
18.
I'm level 100, dude. You're
No,
Again,
come on now. I'm
no
67.
no
level 67.
intelligence, all
Of course.
charisma,
Well, so pretty much real life? No.
no luck.
Yep, exactly. Yeah, no, it is real life. Fucking A.
Yeah.
So now, what I'm curious is with that kind of a character, why didn't you just try to go with the zero weapon playthrough, where all you do is just try to talk people out of things?
well,
You can do that.
you
There,
can't-
there are people that'll just do like a full charisma playthrough. That's it.
Man, you can't get like the fight for me perks until you're like level 23.
Right.
So I don't know what I would. Oh man, I don't know how I'd get any experience or do anything.
Okay, so I mean I don't want to spoil the rest of the game for you.
That would be great.
So
I appreciate you. Don't
No.
do that.
well,
I'm just gonna
so-
continue on my merry way, yelling at everybody through that land, telling them that they're dumb.
Well, I'm just curious. Like, have you encountered any of the other characters like Kate or some of the other people over in like
Nope.
Diamond City or
I've been to Diamond City. First thing I
Good
did.
Neighbor?
First thing I did not go to Good Neighbor. The only place
Okay.
I've been, like big city, would be Diamond City. I walked in and shot the DJ to death.
Jesus Christ!
You stuttering freak! Just play tunes. Don't talk about anything. Murdered him.
He wasn't.
Killed him to death.
Jesus Christ!
And then
You
reloaded
fucking
and did his quest so he'd stop fucking stuttering. And now he's not interesting. He's just like a normal DJ. So why even listen to the radio anymore?
Jesus Christ!
I kind of want to go kill him again.
Ross channeled Vlad the Heartless.
Wow.
I mean, that sounds like something I would do.
Murder
You're a
him and then
stuttering
talk my way
DJ.
out of it.
Yeah.
I mean,
Tell the mayor it was his idea.
no, I
Okay,
wouldn't even talk my way out of it. I'd just shoot my way out. I'd just
So
tell
have you
everybody in town?
Have you encountered any
I've
of the other factions
I
other
started
than
with the Brotherhood stuff.
the Brotherhood of Steel stuff? Okay.
Yeah. So I got to a point where like there's a place full of super mutants, and I have a little sniper rifle, and it
Okay.
does about like 6% of their health. And so I was like, okay, I guess through time and persistence, I have 200 rounds. I can get through this. Just walk around. I mean, they're shooting nuclear bombs at me, but I'm sure this will be fine. Then one of them decided to stop shooting, picked it up, ran, and
So
well, I didn't go back.
have you tried upgrading any of your weapons yet?
No, again, no intelligence. Can't upgrade things. I don't have like gun nut or anything.
Jesus Christ!
I just find upgraded stuff from like legendary feral ghoul, and it's like slightly better.
Slightly
Left
better shin pads.
Yeah,
Right if you're playing soccer in the
bands
wasteland.
of carrying somethingness.
So really, Ross, how is your trolling the way through this game
So,
going for you?
I did find
Christ.
Valentine. I like him. I think we're
Okay.
going to get along. I think
He's
as
another
soon as
companion,
we get
actually.
Yeah,
companion,
Have
I
you
will
invited
get
him?
the fuck out of Preston. Preston, go to Sanctuary. Back to those other people I haven't talked to in 20 hours. The land of please kill me now.
All
And
right.
I would like to thank the radio DJ for pointing out to everyone in the wasteland that I do have a defenseless settlement out there that people can just go kill them so I can stop nannying them. Please. Eradicate them.
Okay.
Jesus Christ.
So
Nuketown that fucker.
Ross has spent 20 hours in this game.
Megaton.
I am
Yeah.
curious as to what Blake Summit look. I mean, like, do you have a fucking roller derby hall and like some fucking freshwater spas?
Well, I mean, like I just have like normal settlements. You know, it's got running water and electricity.
Wait. Settlements.
Yeah, settlements.
I got a farm where there was like this farmer and
I
his
have-
wife and his daughter, and I was like,
you
"Huh,
have Ross.
I bet I
over
can
here
recruit
who's
that
like,
daughter."
I planted some
Oh,
pumpkins,
Jesus, Ross.
and you're like,
I can't.
yeah, you
I
just
think they're all dead.
you just go to Settlement 8, and there's a spa there
Well,
where
no,
they do
but
like pedicures.
I put
with,
all
like,
of my
little-
power armors in one gas station.
Okay,
I
so
put them everywhere.
so the way that I did it is every settlement that I encountered, eventually when I got a new set of armor, I would go and I would leave one in every single settlement that I had secured. Then I set it up where I had the different people in all of my settlements. You can set it up so that there will be like a mule trade. Essentially, they will act as somebody to take all of your items. So you can take any of the stuff that you've scavenged
All
and
the
drop it
junk
off at
just
one
everywhere.
of the workbenches, and it goes to all of your locations. So wherever you go, you can get anything that you need
That sounds
to
really
unlock
useful.
or craft. It is.
Yeah, I
It's
solved
super
that
useful.
problem by only having one place where all my stuff
Yeah,
is.
but you see, you got to fast travel back there all the time. It's a
Oh, 2 clicks! Oh!
yeah, no. We're talking about the load times. I don't want to sit there and fucking wait.
Solid state hard drive, no load times. It's
Bullshit.
wonderful!
Oh, fucking PC Master Race is coming out.
Oh,
It's
man,
okay.
it's great!
I'm playing it on Xbox One, so I could get the free
Oh,
copy
man.
of Fallout 3.
Oh,
So
really?
that's how you managed to spend 104 hours in it.
I
You
know,
spent
'cause
70
he
hours
spent-
loading!
No,
No.
stop it.
He also spent like 20 hours just waiting for the fucking frame rate drops to come back together.
Actually,
so we-
the frame
that's
there's
terrible.
been a few points where the frame rate dips, but honestly, it hasn't been that bad. It really
You
hasn't.
know you have.
oh no, I
I know I
watched-
do.
Okay,
Ross,
I'm
honestly, Chris, hold on. Before I want to clarify, the reason why I did go with the Xbox version of it was
for mods.
because one for mods, yes, and because I also I wanted something to fucking play on my Xbox because it's been Halo and that's about it. And the other thing was, honestly, if I have my daughter in here in my office and my computer's running, it ends up getting too hot in the room, and so she would end up waking up. So what I did is I instead I play it out on my console in the main room there, so it stays nice and cool, and it's not a problem. It was a practical reason.
You should have done the practical, reasonable approach of just buying a new liquid cooling set for your computer.
I already have a liquid cooling set on my.
More liquid cooling, less.
Okay. I need it for my GPU at this
loudness.
Point,
yeah, right.
I think he did it because of the mods.
Yeah. Well,
I mean,
that
the
and
PS4 runs quieter than the Xbox
All right.
One.
Well,
so.
okay. So let's just think about the value proposition, and this is where I kind of went with it. I was like, who knows if I'll ever even play Fallout 3 on the console? But it's like there's like 500 hours of game there between the two games. 500 hours of game, right?
Oh, because you got the previous one?
Yeah, you got Fallout 3 as well. Yeah.
Did you not already have Fallout 3?
I actually already have it, but yeah.
We're gonna go through this again, aren't we?
No, but here's the nice thing. Here's the nice thing, because I had you fucker, because I had the cloud save when I fired up Fallout 3, and I mean it went, oh hey, we remember this time when you played 28 hours in the game and then gave up, so you're all set.
What the fuck is Ross doing?
I don't know what he's doing at this point.
He bought it on the Xbox One so he could get a copy of a game he already has on a Microsoft console. That's a cloud save.
Hey, look, it's Blake. If Blake doesn't own like 6 copies of one game, I'm not surprised anymore.
These fucking guys. But all right, so I would like to get something out of the way.
You're gonna get the PC version eventually on Steam anyway.
Maybe.
Why even judge
It'll
it?
be $9.99 during the spring sale, so
yeah, most likely. No, come on now. It'll be $14.95. Get it right. But
and you'll still buy it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No
yeah,
comment.
there we go.
So Ross, you did you started doing some of the Brotherhood of Steel missions. Did you start doing like the missions for the gal where you had to go and get the equipment, and the guy where he would have you go and clear out areas?
I did like 2 of each, and then I was like, all right, this could probably go on forever, and then stopped.
Okay, so that's also a yeah. So I probably spent about 16 hours doing those 2 sets of missions, alternating between the clearing areas and getting equipment, not realizing that they're literally randomly generated and they will continue forever. I was like, shut up, don't even, just don't say it. I know. However,
did that make
I was
you
able
happy?
Yes, it did, and I was able to level up my character a lot. And
long
also
as
that
you
was
were
spread out over about 3 nights. So it wasn't like I didn't really see the fact that what was happening was I was just
doing
playing
the same thing over and over again.
Yeah, exactly. And so over that span of time, then eventually I kind of went, what the fuck? All right, so how many of these missions do they have? And then I went and I looked, and then like, yeah, well, shit, they just keep giving you ones forever. However, over that time, I did level up like 10 times, 11 times. So
the cool thing is that
right.
the areas that you clear will eventually get re-inhabited, and so
yeah.
those will literally never end.
Mm-hmm. Yes. However, those are new locations. Each one that you go to, they end up being new locations on your map. So you end up unlocking those, so you can fast travel to those at any given point. So that is one of the added benefits of it. So, because at least from what I experienced, I don't think there was a single time where I was sent to an area that I had already uncovered. So it was literally just unlocking a bunch of new areas. So that was actually very helpful. And so it made it so I was able to fast travel around the wasteland a lot easier to get to different missions. And as part of that, then I also added in several other people to my party. Like I ended up with what's his nuts, the robot
Dance.
Guy.
Valentine.
Yeah, I ended up with Valentine. I ended up with Kate, who is like a brawler in I want to say she's in it's in the road in between Good Neighbor and Diamond City. There's there's this big battle arena, and you can eventually add her to your party, and she's like this cute little Irish redheaded chick, really fun. I liked having her in my party actually. She's one where you were talking about with Preston, where essentially everything that you did he was very disdainful about. With her, the only thing she approved of is when you pick locks when you murdered people, and when you did the despicable things. So it was actually kind of fun. Where I would say I was playing a Han Solo like playthrough, where I was being kind of roguish, would do just kind of looking out for myself stuff a lot of the time, but every once in a while I would do something nice for somebody when there was enough caps, on the other end of it. So, but every time that I'd go and do like those different things, she'd get her approval more and more. And what turns out is she's a lot like Mama What's Her Nuts over in your main settlement. She's a jet junkie, or a psycho junkie, and
Great.
so you end up doing a rehab mission for her.
I need to go find that person. Oh, rehab mission? No, please.
No, but you gain her trust then, man.
She can trust me to always be there with the psycho.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Jesus.
Daddy's got her milk.
Daddy's got her
What the
milk.
fuck is the matter with you?
I'm playing
You monster.
I'm playing as Harley Quinn. So I made my person look like Harley Quinn.
I really like how you got all serious. You're
Named my person Quinn, so everyone calls me.
Nice.
I did seriously enjoy that moment where Ross was like, "Daddy's got her milk."
Yeah.
You're
Daddy.
a monster. You are a
Daddy
fucking
has
monster.
her milk.
Stop it, Chris. Stop it. Don't encourage his bad behavior.
Hey, Daddy has her milk.
Seriously, be creepier. Be creepier. I don't even think that's possible at this point.
Daddy has her fucking milk, bitch.
See, but then you had to make it
Yeah,
mean.
the bitch didn't really work.
Yeah,
at the
yeah.
end. I don't think so.
That went from creepy to like
You
I
gotta be
don't
like,
know.
hey, Daddy's got her milk. If you want it to be creepy.
I'm never
Wow.
going to Ross's house
Wow.
ever again.
Oh my lord.
I'm pretty sure his
Ross
pit
is
in,
never allowed to babysit ever.
I am pretty sure
Congratulations,
Ross's
sir.
pit in his basement is deeper than mine.
Yeah, wow.
Want some candy, children?
It puts the lotion
The
on
first
the skin, or it gets the hosing.
Just give it a little lick.
The first taste is always free.
Brother. How did we get here from fucking...
All right, but
That
anyway,
better be a beer.
the Brotherhood
That
is
better be a
great.
beer.
so the Brotherhood
Is that a
is
PBR?
no.
Diet, getting free diet.
That's a DRP, Dr. Pepper. But all right,
That's
so
cool.
Derp,
so-
derp, derp.
That's
Yeah.
cool.
so I started doing mission. Yeah, well played, Chris. So so I did a bunch of missions for the Brotherhood, and then I finally did the mission where you actually get to go to their base, and you get to go to like where they have like their base in the sky type thing. That's just pretty cool. Did you get to that point?
No.
Okay.
Again, clear out satellite area full of supermutants.
Right,
It's like
okay.
mission 3. It's
So-
like the first mission.
Okay, so what I ended up doing is
The supermutants
I-
blew
I-
me up.
I found out where all of the iterative missions are, where you'll just keep playing missions over and over again. And I was doing that quite a bit to grind, and I did that actually for the Minutemen, for the Brotherhood, and for the Railroad folks, which I don't know that you've even ran into those people at this point, Ross.
No.
Probably
Okay.
not.
I mean, I know of them, but I haven't, like,
Just to kind of give
not shot any of them.
Okay, so a non-spoiler Reader's Digest version, it's a faction that their goal is to try to. They are in the camp where they believe that synths, quote unquote,
Right.
synths, the most recent series of synths are people, and so they're trying to.
Yeah,
save them.
they have a. It was in other games.
Right,
referencing the railroad.
yeah, it's like the Underground Railroad essentially, but for synths, and so you can.
They got like a really secure password.
Mhm.
It's like their name.
Yeah, well, but anyway, so what I was finding myself doing is I would get to each settlement, then I would end up picking up all the side quests, then playing through each side quest for that city, and then move on to the next one. Essentially, I was kind of trying to work my way through, and so I mean I think I've got maybe half of the settlements uncovered right now at this point.
I'm gonna do
But
them last
They're
if I
so
get
much
to them.
fun. They're so much fun. Like there's one where you play as a guy called the Silver Shroud. He was a radio personality.
Yeah, I got them on the. I'm listening to the radio.
Right, exactly.
Silver Shroud.
Well, there's a mission actually. One of the breach and clear missions that I needed to do for the Brotherhood sent me to the radio studio back where they originally recorded that. And unbeknownst to me, I picked up items for that quest line, for the Silver Shroud quest line. And so eventually you run into this guy who was like the biggest fan of the Silver Shroud back when it was on. And so you can offer to give him all the gear. And what he'll do is he'll say, no, I want you to keep it. And so what I want you to do is I want you to do all these vigilante missions that he'll broadcast over the radio, and then you do all these vigilante missions where you can act as the Silver Shroud and try to clear out all the bad guys from these cities, do all these different missions. Super fun quest line. It's a blast. I really enjoyed it. And so you can choose to either approach it as your character, or you can play it as the Silver Shroud, or you can kind of do a mix of all of it. It's really fun. Another mission in Good Neighbor, there is a guy who you go into this big hotel, and all of a sudden he'll go, I need you to do me a favor. He goes, I used to run a brewery, but I it's too big now. I can't do it, and all my equipment is done. However, there was, back when they originally set up the settlement, there was this guy who ordered this self-brewing robot that we want you to find. And so you go on this mission to try to find this brewery robot that will just kind of make beer for you on the run. But do you remember the robot from what is it, 2001: A Space Odyssey? Or it was like the Danger Will Robinson robot? Yeah, like that. No, like the little robot guy. It was like Danger Will Robinson, just kind of where he had like a little dome and he would just kind of walk around. Well, essentially it is that guy.
Yeah, the 2001: A Space Odyssey movie.
Yeah. But so it's essentially that character. And so you take him back, and what ends up happening is when you give him back, what I had happen is it ended up making a conflict between the guy who runs the hotel and this guy who was running the brewery, and it ends up with them both offering you alternate quest lines to murder the other one. And as part of that, the goal is for ultimately either the guy to take his hotel or the other one to take his auto brewery. So what did I do? I just killed both the fuckers and took both of them. I took control of the hotel, ended up moving all of my people there, and then ended up taking the robot, and he was my companion for a while.
Lost in Space.
Yeah, Lost in Space. Thank you. That's what I meant. Lost in Space. Thank you.
Not 2001: A Space
Yeah,
Odyssey.
sorry. And so that guy would follow you around a little bit for a couple of missions, and then I ended up dumping him off. But Kate was my companion for the majority of what I've played so far. And man, I love this game so much. It is just so much fun.
Okay, so you said that you're over 100 hours in. How
Correct.
far would you say you are into the actual game?
That's the thing. Like, I've done so many side missions. I've gotten to the point where I've done the missions to get into each one of the different factions' bases, except for the folks who are the shit. What's the last faction? Hold on, give me 1 second.
Sorry.
So you're talking to a guy that's played 20 hours and a guy that's watched streams.
I don't even want to. I don't even want to know what the faction is. If it's the Enclave, they'll fuck them. Don't even talk to them.
No, it's the Institute. The Institute is the other one. I haven't done that quest line or met with any of them at all. But yes, I get it, Ross. I can see your finger. I'm over top of you though, so it doesn't really much work. So you
Actually,
need to
you're
point
below
downwards. Yeah, so I'm saying you need to point downwards.
There you go.
There it is.
But over top of me, right below.
Right. Yeah. So I've done enough to get in good graces with all of them, to get into all of their bases, and to be able to unlock all. In theory, yes, but
create naked downs.
Well, not really. I've been pretty decent to all the different settlements that I've cleared out and
so nice.
liberated. Well, I mean,
liberate them of clothing.
No, I would liberate them.
Free the britches.
Hold on. I would liberate the settlements in exchange for caps. I was always doing it for the most money. And the reason why I bumped up my charisma is because every time that they would try to give me a mission, I would go, oh, that's all?
More.
Give me more. Yeah, exactly. Oh, that's all? Give me more. Yeah, that's all.
And Preston's all like, whoa. If you're going to take their money, kill them first.
No, come on. It wasn't like that.
Psycho fucking...
Dude, that dude had me clear out a castle where there was this big, Kraken-looking motherfucker that was just going around and fucking everybody up. Actually, he looked more like a gigantic version of the Mega Brain from Metroid. But it was just the weirdest set of missions that I had to do for the Minutemen. And actually, so the ones that I've enjoyed the most are actually the ones that I've done for the Freedom Road folks, or the Freedom Trail folks.
I ain't gonna do anything for the Minutemen.
Why?
Murderers, psychopaths. I know. I'm their general.
Oh, I like how you both say general, and Blake takes like a real drink, and Ross takes like a fake drink.
Yeah, yeah. But either way, though, I've had so much fun in this game, and I can't picture myself not playing this game to as close to 100% completion as I can.
Oh,
Like
I can tell you
fucking
this.
love this game.
The strategy guide for this game is ridiculous.
Oh, I know.
Yeah.
Well, I just remember the strategy guide for Skyrim was like 480 pages or something ridiculous like that.
I won't say, because I've seen your strategy guide for Skyrim, and this is nowhere near
It was
that.
like 400 and some odd pages for Skyrim.
It
I
was
remember
it
I
was
had
a
it at one
bludgeoning
point.
device. It was a
Oh my god,
bludgeoning
yes, you
device.
could you could definitely murder something like that.
This
Is
is
it
just,
that big for Fallout?
No, it's actually here. Because you would know, but like
Well,
this
that's not that bad.
I mean, this is.
That's just to get you out of the vault.
This just gets you out of the vault and gets you to where you gotta go. And they included a lot of really good.
So
stuff.
one thing I am sad about is because I got the PC version, I didn't get the poster with all the perks.
Oh,
well, okay.
Version.
Yeah, I have that.
Now, actually, that's one bone that I had to pick with this game is that you can see the perk tree from the extent of, all right, here's the next things that I can unlock based off of the skills that I already have, but it doesn't let you like they're all grayed out if you don't have the preceding the preceding perk that led to that one.
But if you hover over them, you can see what they are.
No, you can't. Like with mine, they were all grayed out. And
Yeah,
you
they're
couldn't see
gray,
what-
but like if you highlight them, then you can see what the name of it is.
Well, right, but you couldn't see what you needed to unlock previously in order to get to that one. And so you can only see what are the next logical steps in what you already have. So really what you needed to do is you had to put at least 1 point in each tree in order to unlock the next branch and see where everything was going.
Sounds like Xbox
What?
problems.
Yeah,
Unless you have to have like a point in luck to see the luck tree.
To see what was logically next in the luck tree. Yeah, everything else is grayed out. Like if you hover over it would just say like you didn't have the skills necessary.
Does it say the name of the perk?
I'm
almost sure you see the name of the perk.
It might say the name of the perk, but it doesn't say the precursor that you needed in order
you have to have that
have that
level of whatever stat you're in.
But that's the thing. Like you had to have.
It goes from 1 to 10.
Right, but
and then whatever your score is, you get that many perks.
Okay, I feel like I might have been using the perk tree wrong then, or I might have been looking at it incorrectly, because I would see all these grayed out ones, and I'd be like, all right, so what do I need to do in order to potentially ungray out this item so that I can potentially use this step in the tree?
To get the 8th perk, you need to have an 8 charisma or whatever.
Right, but you didn't necessarily know what everything fell under.
It just starts at the top.
I don't think that they were
you
necessarily
can put a point
one to next.
in special, and then they all go down.
I didn't think that they were right on top of each other, though.
Yeah, like I is right here, and then it goes down, and all the eyes are right
maybe
below.
Maybe it's
it.
because I got the strategy guide and I have a giant poster of the perk tree.
Yeah, they
I was just
gave you the full
okay, here's how
poster
it
to
works.
begin with.
I don't know. I need to look. I didn't look. I didn't want to.
I mean, you have it. I don't have the and I figured.
Okay.
They tweeted pictures of the whole perk.
PC Master Race
look.
figured that
Dude,
shit out.
I didn't look.
It's a grid.
I didn't want to spoil the game for me, man.
It's a grid. There's special across the top,
I
and
don't
then
know how your perk
it goes
tree is
down.
gonna ruin the game for you. The
I didn't
perk
wanna-
tree is gonna ruin the game for you
No, that's not
by
what
knowing
I said.
the perks.
No, I just wanted to.
You know what? There's nothing you're gonna say at this point because PC
Fine.
Master Race, who didn't get a fucking poster.
He's enjoying it.
No,
He's
no,
like,
I'm obviously having a lot of fun with it. Yeah, don't
well,
ruin
I
it for
mean,
me.
you have
I'm
20
having fun
hours
with it.
and 110.
He may not
so.
understand like XY trees, but
Ross,
it's okay.
Ross, at this point, you're kind of losing because 20 hours, 110 hours. 20 hours, 110 hours.
But I
But
understand.
at the same point, understands the skill tree, doesn't understand skill tree.
I haven't invested a ton
has
of time
no
into it.
settlements,
I
has
just
like
don't-
a fucking metropolis.
Chris, I just went through and when I would find things that were pertinent to what I wanted that were available to me, I would unlock that skill. Like I wanted a bunch of strength so I could carry haul around a bunch of shit. I
Well,
wanted
get
to
a
be
minion
able to
that
have.
hauls around all that
I
shit
wanted
for
to
you.
go and level up all of my different weapon skills. You know, my automatic weapon, my pistol, my shotguns, all that stuff. So I went through and as I was grinding through, I ended up trying to level all those up and get those up as high as I could. I was just trying to build out the skills that I thought were best suiting the play style that I was going for. No, and that was fine. And really, as things were, unlocking further down the tree, I was like, okay, this is pertinent to how I'm playing the game. Now, I didn't know what was going on in some of the other areas of the tree because I didn't really care because I didn't really invest a whole lot of time into things like agility or that sort of shit. Like, I don't care.
There's a thing that we can do with VC, and it's share a screen. And I would totally
Okay.
share it for you. But I would introduce you to Dr. Google.
Yeah,
Dr.
okay,
Google
Chris,
totally
I don't
has all this
care.
information.
I understand that it does. I don't care.
You just said you don't understand how the skill tree works, and
No, I didn't realize that
fucker
they
who's
were
played
literally...
20 hours is like, here's how it works. And you're like, I don't know.
Chris,
I just.
I didn't realize that it was literally like every single skill was just falling in line from the top down under.
How far down are
everything
you
else
on
is.
the skill tree?
I mean, I'm about halfway down it right now.
Oh,
but
and you end halfway down the skill tree. You didn't understand.
with
how-
know.
certain traits.
I know we're beating like a dead horse and stuff, but the way it's laid out,
Yes.
the very top line says strength, perception, endurance, charisma, intelligence, agility, luck.
Yeah.
And on the very left, it says 1, 2, 3, 4,
I didn't pay
5,
that close attention.
all the way
fucker.
down to 10.
Again, I was just building up skills that were helpful to how I was playing the game.
Wait. Just so you know, Blake, you just left the troll speechless because he was so
I don't care.
dumbfounded.
Remember he doesn't sleep, so he's probably
That is
just lost
true.
his mind.
I did spend 3 days grinding through similar missions that were randomly generated because
And
I
had
was
no
so
idea that-
freaking tired that I just went, all right, I gotta go there and kill all the people. All right, go bang 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 bang. Take my shit, take it back to the place. All right, I need to go clear that one out. Bang 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 bang. They're all dead. Go back. Give me more shit to do.
You know, if you didn't have 2 kids, I would totally just read me on this, but because you just have a newborn, I would totally side with Ross on this because
I'm so
it is
tired.
very much
I'm
like,
so tired, man.
here's the
What-
shit. Oh,
I see
So
it.
like it's just
I
like
see it, yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4,
Okay, yeah,
5.
fuck you, man. Yeah, I get it. Fuck you, man.
This is just for the listener.
Yeah, Chris, good luck with trying to figure out how this is going to work with the video.
You know, I don't really give a shit because I like how
All right.
Ross is just like,
I'm
look,
not watching
here
this.
you go. No,
Yeah,
no,
yeah, I see.
Watch out!
No.
Spoiler!
This fucking guy.
You know,
So,
Okay, so let me just clarify some of the stuff that I did actually build out. I built out all of the different weapon skills. I added I upped my intelligence to the point that I could do a ton of crafting.
science!
Yes, science and intelligence in order to do the different types of crafting. I upped my strength all the way up so that I would be able to haul as much shit as I wanted around.
I just
And then-
wear the power armor
Right,
instead
well-
of walking around in the...
or
Ross,
get,
actually-
get that companion that hauls all the shit around.
Well, right. Well, any companion will haul all the shit around.
Well-
There's that one super mutant that hauls like a ton of shit around for him.
Okay, so I actually, yeah, you know what? I didn't think about that. But what I ended up, no, that's true. But
All I've
what
done
I
is
ended,
watch
hold
my
on, Chris,
brother
let me
play.
finish. So what I ended up doing is I ended up taking all of my armors, like the armors that I was using all the time, and I ended up going through and crafting onto them the extra, or the heavy pocketed, or whatever the hell it was version, where it wasn't just the pocketed, it was the double pocketed, where you had as much stuff as you could carry with every piece of gear. Then I went through, and every piece of gear that I provided my the other person that was in my party with me, my companion, I also did the same thing for them so that they could haul, however much shit they wanted. So I could go through 2 full settlements before I would even need to return back to one of my existing locations in order to drop off all my shit. It was great. was awesome. I'd haul around like 550 worth of anything, and that was just on my single person, not even including everybody else and what my companion could carry. So I didn't even know that actually the super mutant could carry a bunch of stuff. And that was another one. The super mutant was one that I unlocked on one of the Brotherhood missions that I didn't even realize was another potential companion, because they sent me there just to clear the place out, and it was like, oh hey, you unlocked this whole other quest line, which is to clear it out and to save this one guy who was in the top of the skyscraper, the scientist. And it turns out, oh hey, it's the super mutant guy would end up being a member of my party. I had no idea. So now he's back at my settlement too. I haven't actually taken him out on anything yet.
Yeah, you should totally take him out. Cause
I will.
hey,
he's
dumb.
Well, I've already taken Kate and the robot guy.
Codsworth.
No, no.
Valentine.
The synth, yes, the synth. Taken Valentine.
He's like the best.
I've taken both of them to the ends of their advancements, their affection trees towards me, and played through both of those. So
Did you have a romantic encounter with Valentine?
I did not with Valentine. However, Kate.
The guy's a robot.
Oh, I know exactly.
He'll like that. He'll tighten all your lug nuts.
Oh, stop it! Oh God. Dear God Almighty.
Tell me more about tightening my lug nuts.
Oh, he's well versed in lubrication.
Stop it. Stop it. Stop it.
Is he going to do it in the star
Runs
pattern?
like a well-oiled machine.
Stop it!
Oh, yeah.
This is why we can't have nice things.
Tell me, I mean, is this going to be an...
No, tell Chris about it and speak slower. That's so goddamn creepy of you. But anyway, so I've done all of that stuff, and now one thing I wanted to discuss before we kind of put aside discussion
Lubrication of
is
lug nuts?
Stop it.
Tell me more about the lubrication of lug nuts.
God damn it, Chris. What are some of the weirdest bugs you encountered?
He's got a throat. There's like rad roaches, and then there's like those like mosquito creatures that just suck the life out of you. It's terrible.
That's not a... Oh,
those are
okay.
bugs, dude. Those are creatures.
I meant the game bugs, not the actual living.
Other than the random Brahmin that turned hostile and was a caravan, apparently, I haven't really run into any bugs.
Really? Not at all?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
Great.
even watching my brother play for a couple hours, I didn't notice the usual Bethesda bugs.
Like some things, like a body will get hung up in an environment weird and like rattle around.
Mm-hmm.
But,
Like somebody clipping through walls or getting hung up on a door.
Like a body will get stuck and then make a whole bunch of noise and...
It'll just rattle around. It'll just sit there and vibrate.
This hasn't been New Vegas, where it's like you go into a cutscene where a face is entirely missing other than the eyeballs and their sides.
Yeah, I haven't really ran into any of that stuff either. Like for me, whenever like the bugs that I ran into were just more functional based, where you'd end up with like two people that were in close proximity, and you'd talk to one, and then all of a sudden both of them are talking to you over top of each other, and you can't understand what's going on. It's like, who the fuck is talking to me? I don't understand. Like, stop it.
I did see like a video of a person who was having a conversation with one of their companions, and they were like having one of those heart-to-heart flirtation moments. Like,
oh yeah,
I really think I could spend the rest of my life with you. And then a death clock came through and killed them. Just in the middle of the conversation tree, like he killed the NPC and then wrecked the player.
That's amazing. Well, and that was one thing actually that was weird. Was sometimes like they would say, "Hey, I need to talk to you for a second." It's like, we're in the middle of a fucking battle. Are you out of your mind? This is not a good. Like, I'm sitting here fighting off a fucking rancor that wants to bite my head off. No, I'm not going to sit here and have a discussion about your feelings. I'm more worried about being able to feel anything after this is all said and
Look,
done.
we need to talk. And then there was a bug.
Let's face it, it's a Bethesda game, so.
Well, yeah.
I did see a bug where a person, you know how you can like get your limbs damaged and stuff.
Oh yeah.
Lost their head.
I forgot that.
And their perception and charisma was 0. He's just walking around, having fun, no head, bleeding. They like walked up to the barber and they're like, "Can I have a haircut?" And the barber's like, "Yeah," and took the money. He's like, "Okay, you good?" Just like, oh, I don't have a head.
Wow. That's certainly something.
So tried to equip hats and they just
Yeah, just
Yeah,
sitting there
and then-
floating.
like
Looks
whenever
like
they
a
tried to
little
shoot
man.
anything, they couldn't hit anything. 0 perception. Wow.
Wow. That's
Wow.
certainly something.
Problematic. I
And
would
that,
think.
and that wasn't a synth?
No, it's just a person. Like the
Oh.
player character.
Hold on, it was your character?
The
or like
player
a companion?
character.
Okay.
No head.
Yeah, no, I got
Whatever. I guess you don't need it, but.
that. Yeah, no. That's
So I've seen
awkward.
like reports of bugs, but I haven't really experienced anything myself.
You mean other than like the infinite caps bug or
I didn't do that.
I mean,
Well, no, I
other
that
than
was a bug
cheese in
that
the
was in
game,
the
I
game.
haven't
I didn't
seen
want
anything.
some tax collector coming after me like in The Witcher.
Okay. I don't think there's tax collectors in this game. Just gonna go out on a limb there.
Like in The Witcher.
Like in the
'Cause
Witcher.
remember they had that bug where you could like kill cows and sell them infinitely. And so you
Okay.
could get infinite money there. And then when they patched it in, they had like a tax collector come up to you and say, we had reports that you were selling beef like in large quantities without a license. We're going to need you to pay some money back.
That's amazing. Like, would they take all of your money?
No, they would take a lot of it.
No, they
But-
take a lot of it, but
You
I
could
mean
talk
that was a
your way
great
out
way.
of it.
That was a great way to handle
You can
that
talk
bug.
your way out of it.
Yeah, and then
Yeah.
not
That's
have
all.
to pay it all
Okay,
back.
that is such a CD Project way of handling
They're
that.
so great.
No, that's like the greatest way of handling the bugs because they acknowledged the fact that they had the bug, and then they made it so that way you could talk your way out of the bug because you're just like,
Like, yeah.
Or
that
the
was
enforcement
hilarious.
side of
I
it.
don't know what you're talking about.
Because I haven't played The Witcher 3, but I knew about that bug, and then I saw that the fact that they patched in the tax collector with the
fucking
DLC, and
God, I
then
love that idea so
and
much.
I was just like, this is fantastic. The fact that CD Projekt Red was like, look, we understand that we have this bug, but we're going to handle it this way in a comedic way, and you can either talk your way out or you can actually pay your way out. That's just, I was like, that was fantastic. So I really wish Bethesda would bring that kind of stuff in.
Well, they'd have to have bugs. I mean, I don't see.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
mean, Bethesda
Because
games are.
Bethesda, I've never known them to have any bugs or issues.
I mean,
with
their
games.
their faces are always attached to the skulls, so it's totally good. So
Well, yeah, but it might be upside down. But
I did have a thing where I was walking under the interstate,
okay,
and there was like a break in it,
yeah,
and there were some gunners who were trying to jump from one side to the other.
okay. They kept hitting a wall in the middle and falling through.
Yeah, well, yeah, they saw me and they aggroed against me and then jumped and fell to their death. So
Yeah.
I'm just like walking around and this. I was like, what the hell? And I looked up, and like I look up and I see a person who's like aiming their gun at me, and they're like, "I'm gonna get you!" And they just jumped and fell and landed next to me.
you know, there's a part of
Okay,
me.
I looted them and continued on. It was great.
You went
There's a
full
part of me
Wile E.
that
Coyote.
there's a part of me that's starting to wonder if like Bethesda game sales are just based off of the game-breaking bugs that people experience.
Well, I mean,
at
okay,
the
so
very
this-
launch
They're
of their
not game
games.
breaking. They're just quirky.
No,
Okay,
well,
so-
no, yeah, you're right. They're not game breaking, but they are so ridiculous that you start to wonder, how is this not picked up in QA?
I
Okay,
haven't seen
so-
any
so
dragons flying backwards.
This is actually. I mean, I hate for the shameless plug, but this is actually something that Matt and I discussed on a previous episode of the Power Button podcast, where we were originally talking about open world games. And this is something that we discussed a lot. And the fact that Bethesda games are all procedurally generated, or large portions of them, and their encounters are procedurally generated at the time that you're playing through them. That leads to a lot of this weird shit that happens, and they kind of allow anything to happen in their engine. They just like, oh hey, instead of shooting that guy, you can take him, melee him off the side of the building, watch them all fall to their deaths if you really want to. They let you handle any situation however you want. NPCs that could give you 50 missions, yeah, you could smoke them in the face and just walk away. Yeah,
You kill
absolutely you
kids?
can do that. Yeah,
Wait,
no,
that was the
that was originally supposed to be part of it.
pre-Bethesda.
Well, no,
experience.
that was, but that was
You did that
also
Fallout 1 and 2, and then you got a special perk, Child Killer, and
Jesus
everyone
Christ.
hated you.
Oh my God, yeah, I hope so.
Everyone's like, you kill kids, you bastard!
Well, they originally, I think there was something that they data mined Skyrim and found stuff like that baked into Skyrim too, where originally they were going to have like you could
There's
kill
no
kids.
children in Skyrim.
Right, I know, but I thought there was going to be a way that you killed. There was something in there in the data files where
I
it was
guess.
like a child scream, a child cry, child death, and they had different sound effects that were already baked into the game. So like there was stuff for that. But just by virtue of the fact that it's all randomly generated on the fly a lot of the time, that's how you end up with all this weird shit. And they've got to allow a certain amount of open-endedness in order to facilitate that kind of randomly generated experience. And that's how you end up with these weird, bizarre scenarios where people just start fucking falling from the sky and you realize they were trying to shoot you from an overpass, got a little too out of control, and just fell to their death.
It was dark.
Okay. All right.
So-
Good to know.
All
I
right.
could have just tripped.
All right. Ross, in your 20 hours of gameplay, what have you thought of Fallout 4?
I like it. Gonna keep playing it.
You're not going to keep playing it.
Yeah, I am.
You're going to
Okay,
play League
Chris,
of
I'm gonna
Legends.
keep playing it. As
He
soon
makes
as I get frustrated playing League of Legends because I
was about
can't
to say,
win, I
Chris-
move on and play like 40 minutes of Fallout. So
There
one
you
thing I
go.
like
He
about
may keep
Fallout is
playing,
all
but
of
he'll
the
never finish.
gameplay nodes are like good sized short bursts. Like there's not
Yeah,
like
they are.
long stretches.
Mhm.
So it's a really easy game to just hop in, do like a couple nodes, and then hop out.
Right.
So a lot of my sessions have been like 40 minutes.
And
Just hop
even
in,
like
do a couple things and then hop out.
the randomly generated shit, like it's not small enough that it's like, oh god, that's like 10 minutes, is it even worth it? They're big enough. I mean, you've got like 20 to 25 minutes chunks based off of that.
Feral ghouls running.
Yep, just hop in and do a couple of those things and move on. Or if you want the set pieces that are actually the missions that come along with the game, a lot of the times you'll end up getting those, and it's like maybe an hour and a half. And with that, you're playing it for an hour and a half, and I'll just sit there and go, holy shit, it's already been an hour and a half? Like, it just blows by. It
So-
really does.
So, Ross, you're basically playing it while you're waiting for matchmaking to take place.
Yeah, you know.
And
Because I'm so high up in solo queue, it takes a while to find people
yeah,
to play.
Yeah, whatever.
Right,
Okay, and Blake is basically playing it while he's trying to pass one kid out
Dude,
for
I'm,
the
I'm,
other.
I'm a fucking lifer at this
Stay
point. I'm
asleep,
finishing.
child.
I will finish this game. See, the thing is, though,
don't-
I don't know when I'm going to finish this. I feel like this is going to be one of those comfort games
You play
that
for a
I'm
while.
exactly that I'm always just going to end up coming back to in between games. Like right now,
I mean,
I just
the-
finished up reviewing
the
Rainbow
fact
Six,
that you're like
and
100
I'm
and
coming back to it.
the fact that you're like 120 hours into this game already, and how far do you say you're into it? A quarter, halfway.
Maybe
It's hard to
half.
tell.
It's really hard.
It is
because
really
I've done
hard to tell,
I've done so
but-
many missions, but I don't know how many of those
know,
are actually
maybe I
contributing to the main campaign.
Maybe I should come over this weekend, bring you the strategy guide. You can show me where you're at, and we can figure out what.
No.
You just want to figure out where you are.
I just
No,
want
no
to
goodness.
figure out where you are, and it really won't matter because it won't even go up. But I'm just saying that like I'm home alone this weekend, and I really need something to do.
Oh, Chris,
You
is
should go watch
lonely.
Star Wars.
Yeah.
No, I'm gonna go watch the Hateful Eight. Actually,
Ooh, that'd be
That's
fun.
come out till Christmas.
Yeah,
yeah, it's.
that's not this weekend. This next weekend.
We should see that together.
We should all go see it because like I'm like
Dude,
I would go see Hateful Eight over.
I'm not doing anything on Christmas.
I have no idea what it is. Anyway,
We should go see a movie on Christmas. Oh, it'd be
You know,
like we
okay,
have family.
we can all hold
Yeah.
hands.
skip through the parking lot to get to the movie. All right, so actually,
Just like Mad Max.
my my wife and I actually we've back before we had kids, we actually went to see movies.
You went and
3
saw
Christmases.
Saw.
We
That's
went
a
and-
dark
no,
movie.
We went and saw movies on 3 straight Christmases actually. So that was actually something we used to do. It was fun. It's a good time. I enjoyed
Well, maybe
Christmas movies.
that will happen. I will have to see what happens.
But,
I do
now-
know that Hateful Eight. Tarantino has already said that Disney is shunning him out of a bunch of Los Angeles area theaters
What does Disney have to do with the Hateful Eight?
because Disney used to own part of the studio that Tarantino used to work for.
What, Miramax?
Yeah.
Okay.
And now Disney's like, no, don't show it, or we're gonna pull our Star Wars.
Ross,
movie.
stop it. Ross, stop it. That's
Anyway,
really annoying.
it's a big thing. People can Google it at this current
Okay.
moment because it's like a big thing now.
Okay.
But the Hateful Eight, I mean,
What
it's
does
a
that have to do
Tarantino
with this
movie.
discussion?
It doesn't.
Okay.
We're gonna go see it at Christmas.
Star Wars.
What games are we playing?
Oh, hold on. I just want to make one more point
Okay.
about Fallout. I legitimately worry that Fallout may make a drastic impact on my Destiny time. I mean, you may laugh about it, but I spent a decent amount of time playing Destiny. That has been my
Destiny's been
go-to.
drying up, dude.
Destiny has been my go-to comfort food game. Like when I just, I've got a couple hours to burn, I'm gonna go and just run quests. Or recently, I'm gonna go and do sparrow racing or shit like that. They add in a decent amount of new stuff here and there to keep me coming back. But I feel like this is the game that will, it could gobble up another 200 hours. Like that in and of itself would put it, like half of what I put into Destiny since it came out.
Yeah.
So like just that alone, it's crazy.
But let's face it. I mean, Destiny, their end content has been pretty weak. As far as like, because this is like an MMO
I wasn't trying
FPS.
to transition this into a Destiny talk. I swear.
No. Because I've been watching this on Twitter for a week now, and it's been the fact that Destiny is. Bungie is not doing enough to deliver a lot of solid content. I mean, they're delivering content, but they're not delivering.
It's a slow drip feed of stuff. It's a real slow drip feed.
The fact that
it's cool stuff. You get exotics at the end of all of them, which is pretty awesome.
But Bungie has also come out and said that we will not see another Taken King until sometime in 2016. So I mean, it's just going to be a slow drip of content. They said there's going to be a smaller event-based thing, kind of similar to the Festival of the Lost. They were guessing either end of this year or beginning of next year, and then they said in February is around the time that we would start seeing something substantial. But at least they said that most of at least the conclusion that I've heard a lot of people say is that actually, based off of all the money that's being spent in Eververse, that will all be free content, which is actually kind of awesome. I mean, they've already said. I mean, when they started introducing microtransactions, they said this year of content will all be free because of microtransactions.
Which I'm cool with. I'm totally cool with.
Let's face it, the microtransactions in Destiny have all been dances, and now they're introducing a whole level 25 boost.
Yeah. Okay, so Ross, have you seen any of that, Ross?
Yeah.
Destiny? Yeah. $45.
No, it's $30.
Hot boost. I thought it was $44.95.
No, it's $30 to get your level 25 boost. Which, I mean,
for each one of your characters, and so that's one boost.
Yes, it gets one character to level 25, which excludes a bunch of. Anyway.
Yeah. It's crazy.
It's a bunch of minor content, which when you're comparing it to something like Fallout, which is a lot of major content, which apparently Blake is clearly investing a lot of time into.
Dude, I didn't see it coming because I tried Fallout 3 and I couldn't get into it. I just could not get into it.
Because it was a bad game.
Well,
shut up.
I think some of that is the fact that there's the whole settlement building. So if you're into the SimCity thing, if you're into the city builder thing, I think
I was into it for
that.
Yeah, I guess, but that really wasn't the biggest appeal for me. It's just this big, gigantic world that I want to see everything. I don't know what I honestly don't know what's any different from Fallout 3. Really.
Well, I think to me Fallout 4, from what I've seen of it, because I've watched several streams of it and I've also watched my brother play it in person. I think what it is that they start out where you're actually playing a character before the war happens. You go into the shelter. And now you're doing the whole settlement building and the crafting system and the fact that you're collecting power armors. To me, it added in a whole lot of extra stuff that you could actually do. And the whole, like, you talk to that one dude and then you just go off and find a settlement and try to, like, liberate that settlement. And then you bring that settlement into your collective of the Minutemen. Like...
Or whichever one you're associating yourself with.
Well, just
but, yeah.
based off of what I've watched, there's a ton of just ancillary shit. You could just ignore the fucking main storyline for hours.
I did. I probably ignored the main storyline for probably 45 hours.
And my guess is that you're going to still ignore the main storyline because there's still a ton of shit to do as far as
I want
side
to
quests.
do every fucking mission that this game has. I really do.
So, yeah. To me, this is going to offer
It's a blast. I fucking love this game. I really, really have enjoyed this game. Like, to the point that this is one of the first games, like, other than Star Wars Battlefront, which I've also seriously considered, but other than that, like, this is the first game where I've genuinely considered, maybe I'll buy the season pass for this game. because I want more. I want to play more in this world. I want to enjoy more. I want to learn more.
Yeah, I've already bought the season pass for Star Wars, but this isn't League of
I've
Legends.
considered
so
it,
it's
but yeah.
not Ross.
Okay. Yeah.
He's already logging into League right now.
Damn it, Ross. Ross, stop it. Ross, what have you been playing?
Gotta get that LP. Wait, we gotta do next month. So,
Oh, that's right. yeah.
Chris, we delayed his turn, so it's time to give Chris a turn.
Oh, man.
So, Chris,
I know.
what game are we gonna reject that you have to give us this week?
Well, you're not gonna reject it because it is already set.
I reject.
Yeah, I already got my red stamp ready. Let's do this.
Well, I went with Gauntlet because it was on PS Plus, and I figured that
The game.
Gauntlet?
yeah, Gauntlet on PS Plus. It's on
1984's Gauntlet.
PlayStation. Yeah.
No.
There you go. Yeah, 1984's Gauntlet, or the reboot
Hold on.
that is now on PlayStation Plus,
Which platform? Or is it PS3 or PS4?
PS4.
Okay. I didn't even. That's available now?
Yeah, it's on PlayStation Plus right now. And I figured that while I was hungover, and Blake might be hungover, and Ross is sipping on his
Never!
fucking
Ross will
Don't
never.
ever
guava
stop
do
drinking.
juice. Yeah, you just keep
Yeah.
drinking from that empty bottle. That's cool.
Exactly. Yep. It's
I-
all right.
Maybe you should
That's
get
how
that
you never
guava
get drunk,
juice,
is just
whatever, or Diet
guava
Dr. Pepper,
juice.
caffeine free.
Dr. Pepper.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, there you go.
Okay, don't mix those together. That would be gross.
Yeah, that would. It's already empty.
Citrusy.
No, it's already empty.
I know, but it's funny.
But
No, it's not.
It's not because
Good-
we've already
good try.
watched you finish it.
Okay, anyway.
I
So
figured
Gauntlet.
that, like, on New Year's Day or something, we could all jump in and just play this.
I have
And-
no idea what this game is.
It's Gauntlet.
You know what Gauntlet
You've
is?
never played Gauntlet? You've never played Gauntlet.
No.
I don't. My drink is empty at the current moment. I feel like
No, it's not. I can see alcohol in there.
no, it's
Blake needs food badly.
empty. See,
Okay.
I just
Okay. So is this
You-
the old? Hold on. Is this the old arcade game Gauntlet?
Warrior needs food badly.
it's
You know Gauntlet?
essentially a remaster of said old
Oh.
game where was
So
it's
used
new.
badly. Yeah, but it's new.
Okay. All right. Then yes, I know what you're talking about. I thought you were talking about a different Gauntlet. I didn't.
It's a long-running series.
Well,
It's been around since the Nintendo.
Okay. All right. Fine. I got you.
Do you remember the Nintendo?
Yeah, I do remember the Nintendo. Yeah. It was kind of like a silver lunchbox looking motherfucker.
Yeah, that guy.
You push things down
You had
into
the,
it. kinda
like the Gauntlet disc, and you go.
Hold on,
and
it was
worked.
Ross. It was not a disc. That was a cartridge.
Yeah.
You said a Gauntlet disc. It was not
Well,
a
I
disc.
just.
If you
I
blow on a
don't even
disc,
remember
it's not gonna
calling
help
it
anything.
I went
else.
with Gauntlet. Okay, look, I went with Gauntlet because like
Okay.
I have 3 trips already planned for January. So
All right.
I said, you know,
You went
this is-
easy. You went for
No.
the low hanging fruit.
I went for the low hanging fruit, and I also went. This is something that at least the 3 of us, maybe we could rope Carrie into it.
Doubt it.
Because if we postpone this long enough, maybe we could get Carrie in for a game or two, and we could play it
Okay.
as well. And I thought, you know, we don't need
Remember?
a massive time commitment, and even
Okay.
if Carrie can jump in, we can jump
So-
in. So
So Chris, now the real question: how are you ever going to review that Fallout 4 Vault guide?
because I plan on buying one of those games devices.
One of those games devices.
So,
They're called
Car-
consoles.
No, Carrie had that nice little
Oh, the
case.
game GAEMS.
Yeah, the games.
Okay. Yeah.
So I am actually
Gotcha.
looking at getting one of those because right now on Amazon they're cheaper
Oh,
than normally. So
you could always remote play it too if you had it on PS4.
yeah, I'm not gonna kill my bandwidth cap.
So actually, fun story. Actually, with Fallout, the one thing that has been super nice is because I never knew where I was going to end up dealing with my daughter. After she went to sleep, whether it was either like in her living room or like downstairs in the basement in front of the TV, or just wherever in the guest bedroom where we sometimes had her. Originally
So,
trying to get to sleep if
yay,
she was too
remote
loud.
play.
I would remote play using my Surface, which was actually really awesome, and I I was pleasantly surprised at how well that performed. Just over my Wi-Fi connecting into my console, it worked really great, and I never had any problems with it. It just always worked. It was awesome.
Yeah.
Yay!
Great.
Good job, Microsoft. The only problem was I had to carry
Good
around an
job,
Xbox
Microsoft.
game controller. That was
Yeah.
super
Well,
awkward having to carry that
so-
around with my Surface.
One thing I
But-
don't like doing with the Vita is I would rather like bring the Vita and then use a PlayStation controller and instead of using the Vita controls because
Well,
yeah,
okay,
it
those
remaps all the
touchscreen
buttons and
controls
it
are
never
terrible.
works quite right.
So technically, if you're playing it in the same house and you're within Bluetooth access, you probably could do that.
Yeah, Bluetooth access is
You-
limited to about
you
15
remote
feet.
Well, you remote access it, via your
No,
Vita. and
Bluetooth
then-
access,
Yeah.
even via remote, is about 15 feet.
Is it?
I
Fuck
know
that.
this because I have a Bluetooth speaker and my iPod goes about 15 feet
Okay. All right.
before the Bluetooth
Good to know.
goes away. It's not Wi-Fi, so
Yeah.
anyway, I
But
chose
yeah, no, I can
Gauntlet.
see where you're coming from, Ross.
I chose Gauntlet because I figured the three of us at least could play it at least one night out of the between now and whenever we record. And if we can make it work, we can bring Carrie in and have her play it too because it's free and it's on PlayStation. Well, it's PlayStation Plus. So
I'm telling you, man, we need to get like a Strategy Guide Reviews streaming account so we can, stream us all playing.
Oh, we do have that, and I actually almost have the availability to do that now. So
Really? Can you do audio through it too?
yes.
Like
You
the voice
you
chat?
catch all the audio that's coming through the PlayStation. So
That sounds like a lot of work.
No, it
it's
does it.
essentially what we're doing right now. It just records to an audio MP4 file. So
Neat. That's cool.
I've already looked into it. So if we can make that happen, it'd be great. But again, I picked it because I figured the three of us can all play pretty
sure.
much at a whim, and if we can bring Carrie in, which is my hope, because we have no. I asked her earlier today as far as like if she's going to be available or not, and it's still up in the air. So
Okay.
I already know what her choice is for January, and if we can bring her in, that'll be great. If we can't bring
Yeah.
her in, at least the three of us have all played Gauntlet, and we can just kind of,
Cool.
have some fun with that.
Sounds good to me.
Stupid fun.
Yeah. Sounds like a
It'll be
blast.
like
Can't wait.
Magicka too. Where we all
Oh,
killed
Magicka.
Blake.
That game was so much fun.
Yeah,
You
because we all
fuckers.
killed Blake.
I hate you all.
Yeah.
I know. I
Magicka
remember.
was a fun game.
It was a fun game. And
Was it
we'll
a fun
all kill
game or was it just more fun killing Blake?
Blake. It was fun killing Blake.
That was fun.
There it is.
too.
Okay. All right, good.
All right, so let's get on what we've been playing so we can wrap this fucking shit up. So
I know we've been going for a while. Holy
yeah.
shit.
Ross,
Yes.
considering you're up here in the upper right hand corner, what have you been? What is your like?
What does
fucking-
that have to do with him going first?
Because
I've
we're
been-
gonna go count clockwise. So he starts
Uh,
off, and the
Ironically, the way that you move your hands like that, you're going counterclockwise from where I'm sitting.
hey, you know what? Nobody cares about you,
I'm
Ross.
just saying. Just saying.
Ross, what have you been
I've been
playing?
playing Assassin's Creed Syndicate because I needed like an open world game.
Oh yeah, did you?
I
Yeah,
haven't
you
been
needed
enough
another
of
one.
those.
Right, exactly.
So what do you
but I
think of
won
Assassin's
Assassin's
Creed?
Creed Syndicate from Carrie's Extra Life stream.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, fuck you, by the way.
Yeah, man.
I had to go fucking buy that shit when it was $25 on the PS.
I had a 10 in
sale.
luck in real life.
Yeah. Well, tell me more.
So
About-
I've been playing it, and it's actually good. It's really good. Like the characters are fun.
Yeah,
The twins,
yeah,
they're
the twins are great.
just hilarious. They're like, all right, well, the assassins said to stay away from London, but fuck it, let's go kill London. And they just run off, and they just
Not go to London. Let's go kill London.
they kill London.
They kill London, pretty much.
All right. Good to know.
So wait, which of the
How do you
twins
kill a
is your-
city?
Which of the twins are your favorite?
I play Eevee mostly. A lot of Eevee.
Yeah,
Of
that's
course
that's
Just
kind
like the
of
other
how
guy, I guess, but whatever. I just mostly play Eevee.
yeah.
I mean, he's funny and stuff too, but I mostly
He
play
is
Eevee.
so much more brawler, and I'm so much after you get the
Yeah, I like the
little
sneaking
device.
stuff, right?
after you get the little hook shot on your wrist.
Yeah.
It's so much easier to just sneak around on the roofs, drop down, kill somebody,
so
and then
good.
slingshot
like-
back out.
It's like the
Because-
best Batman game this year.
Yeah,
It's great.
exactly. I mean,
Jets up and then pulls himself off. Oh
But I
man,
tell you what, when I see Chris, I think stealth. Yep, that's a stealthy dude right there.
it's
hey, you know what? When
It's
it
good,
comes
it's
to
funny.
Assassin's Creed and it comes to this game, I am all about the climbing around on the roof, dropping down, murdering somebody with my fucking awesome blades on my
and just
wrists,
walking away.
and then just being like, I'm out.
So it's
Dude,
like,
this
it's like
is-
the Batman game where you actually get to kill motherfuckers.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's
The
not.
best
It's not
Batman.
Batman
You get
where
to
you're
gut
like,
them like a fish.
yeah, it's not like Batman where
And, like-
you're just like, hey, go to sleep.
and Evie uses the cane and just. It's so
Yeah,
good.
Hold on. I just saw you flail a lot. I have no idea what you actually did.
Well, that's Evie with her awesome.
That's Evie
cane
with a
moves.
cane, man. She's got a cane sword thing. And Jacob is he's got like the blade thing. That's alright, I guess. It's not very creative. It's just,
I mean, yeah, it's a standard knife. I mean, Evie with the cane. And the funny thing is that if you try to change Evie out from the sword cane to something else, it's terrible. I've tried
Yeah.
that. It's absolutely. I mean, she takes a lot longer to kill, but she's so much more like, I'm gonna parry. I'm gonna
She
parry.
like-
Here, let me stab you in the eye.
she just like taunts them, but just like banging them around with the stick, like the blunt
Yeah,
end, not
yeah,
the blade,
it's
just knock them
fantastic.
around a bit.
It's so
And it's
much
just like the last person, she'll like golf swing, knock.
It's like the little kid you sort of hold at an arm's length, just like, hey, yeah, sit there and flail. Just sit there and swing. Good luck.
She's great.
The other great thing about Assassin's Creed Syndicate is that it is so much more fluid. Like, it's the most fluid Assassin's Creed game I have played yet, because you move
pretty
from
good.
area to area just so effortlessly.
You
It's
get a
just like-
train base.
I mean, a
It just
train
goes
base.
around
Is,
on the track. You're on a train base.
I
What
mean,
the
the train
fuck?
base is pretty awesome. You just ride the train until you're in the area
Yeah,
that you
steal
want
a
to go
train.
and just call it a day.
Okay, whatever.
Well, okay then.
Oh
is
man, it's great.
I mean, the two characters pretty much. It's great because like you can either decide if you're gonna play the whole stealthy like Ross and I are playing,
Yeah.
or you can play Jacob, who is just fucking. Let's just run in there and call it a
I
day.
punch him. Not subtle at all.
I mean, and they definitely made areas specific to each character because
Yep.
there are specific areas where Jacob definitely excels at.
Yeah, and there's some missions that you have to play as one or the other.
Yeah.
Not a lot, but there's
No.
some.
So, but all of them, a majority of them, you get to make a choice as to who you want to use.
You can
Well, you
choose
just-
regardless. You just
Like, can
Yeah.
you swap them on the fly?
yeah.
Not
Yeah.
depending on the mission, you can't swap them in mission.
No.
But
if
otherwise,
you're in a mission, but if you're just doing like the area
yeah, if you're just
clearing,
running around, yeah.
you can pretty much just be like, yeah, I think Jake's gonna do a lot better here, and you can just choose Jake,
Or, like,
you
I
can
have
be
the
like,
lock picking unlocked on Evie, so I'll switch over to her. And
Yeah.
So, is there like different dialogue and different interactions depending upon the character that you choose, or is
Yes.
it pretty much the same thing?
usually, in a cutscene or something in the beginning of the movie,
I'm just talking
both
like,
characters are there, and so
Okay.
they'll both talk and.
but I'm more talking
it,
about like in the mission itself, like when
In-game.
you're just controlling your character. Is
uh,
it unique to one
yeah,
character?
They don't
Or?
use the same voice. so-
Well, all right, I got that, but I mean like the way that other characters react to you, things
no,
like that.
no, it's all pretty much the same.
Okay.
Well, they'll say,
mean-
"Oh, hey, Evie," or "Hey, Jacob." Like, there. I mean, technically differences, but not anything I've.
So
seen.
the character's name is Eevee.
EVIE.
Oh, okay. I was about to ask if they made any Pokemon references.
No.
No? Oh man, that's a
Chris,
missed
what have you been
opportunity.
playing?
Oh, and there I did put a button on it. Merry Christmas.
Pretty much.
Merry Christmas,
Way to kill
motherfuckers.
Way to kill it, Blake.
No, I'm just, dude. I'm doing my part. I'm trying to get this thing over with. Otherwise, we'll
Chris,
be
what are
here
you
till
playing?
tomorrow.
I've been playing some Star Wars Battlefront, and I've just been playing this with
Goddamn
my
right.
brothers.
That game is fun.
Any
isn't it?
good?
Yeah. Oh, that's a long pause.
I mean, if you're
Apologist.
It like
no,
all right.
no, it's not an apology.
does what it says it's gonna do.
It's.
It's.
I mean,
it's-
if you're the
it's a shooter.
rebels, it's generally pretty good because you generally
Yeah.
blend in. But if you're the Empire and you're a stormtrooper, you stick out like a sword.
I'm hitting
from
things.
us.
This doesn't make
Hold on.
sense.
Unless you're on Hoth.
Yeah, unless you're in a
on
Hoth. The other thing that I've found is I am not a fan of Walker Assault at all, but
Isn't that like
there's
the
the whole
main map?
X-wing versus Tie Fighter mode, and I love that mode because
That
like
is fun.
I
Oh my
dominate the
god, that's
shit
fun.
out of that mode, but my brothers
It's
only
so
want
much
to play
fun.
fucking Walker Assault, and I'm just like, I hate this game.
Okay, so the one thing that I like about the game is that there all right, I would even go as far as to say that there are too many modes. There are so many different
Yeah,
ways that you can
there's a
play
ton
this
of
game.
modes, and
There is so many different ways that you can play the same 10 maps.
and
I mean,
well, I mean, so you have like the Walker Assault, which is what is it like 20 on 20.
something like that, yeah.
And that just gets stupid because once one team gets a lead, it's pretty much over.
Oh yeah.
You have the X-wing versus Tie Fighter, and I know it's not called that, but
It might as well just be called a fucking bee's nest simulator because it's just a bunch of shit going, meh, flying around all over the
So-
place, just like organized chaos.
that mode is by far my favorite because
Mine too.
I
Absolutely.
I definitely rule at that level.
Have
my-
you gotten to play
the
either
sec-
as the Millennium Falcon or the Slave One in any of those?
The second one that I very much enjoy is the good versus evil mode, where it's you have like three main good characters, three bad characters, and then you have three peons on each side. So
Right.
it's a 6v6 match, and it's a very small map, but it's like I have to kill Han, I have to kill Luke, and I have to kill Leia, and and I only have Vader, Palpatine, and Boba Fett on my team, and Boba Fett just died within 2 seconds.
What's the mission type where it's kind of I don't want to well fuck it. Do you remember the schoolyard game that you used to play that didn't have a better name that I can think of other than Smear the Queer, where it was just like whoever was it, everybody tried to tackle them, and whoever the last person to tackle them was became it.
It's essentially capture the flag.
Yeah, well, not
Whoever
not
has the
necessarily.
flag, you smear the queer.
Right, exactly. But in this case, that was the person who became the superpowered character, the Jedi character. I know it's politically incorrect, but I
Hey,
don't
you
know
know
of any
what?
other way to describe this game.
This is all off. Who
I-
gives a shit? I mean,
Right, but
let's
I'm
face
not-
it.
I'm not
we
trying to
grew-
be offensive.
Hey, look, we grew up playing Smear the Queer. I played
Yeah.
that shit.
Yeah.
So
But
Fucking
okay, but
Midwesterners.
whoever the last person is to kill that super character becomes the next
that
super character.
Yeah.
Oh god, that's a really fun one too.
I haven't
really
I haven't
enjoyed
played that
mission.
mode. I've only played the basically the space flight,
Sure.
and then the heroes battle.
All right, so the fun part about that mission type is you can actually see, the health bars over everybody as you're shooting them. So you wait until like the hero is down to like their last little bit of health, then you kill every other motherfucker in there, and then you kill the hero. So it's
Yeah.
like they're all waiting on their respawn. You kill them, and all of a sudden you're the hero.
My favorite thing about the whole heroes battle is the fact that the maps are so small. It gets so chaotic so quickly.
Awesome.
It's so much fun.
It's
I mean-
bedlam. Oh, it's so much fun.
The Walker Assault, which is, I mean, that's what pretty much the bulk of people play.
Mm-hmm.
In fact, every time I try to join my brothers, that's all they're playing.
Which is unfortunate.
I mean-
Because I feel like there's a lot of really fun modes. I feel like there are too many modes, but I
Yeah.
feel like I feel like it's weird to complain that there are too many modes because you're always asking for more
For more
diversity,
stuff.
more ways to play different things. But with this, I felt like if they'd given us more maps but less modes, I would have
Yeah.
been more satisfied with what we ended up getting.
And it's, I mean, so I've been playing the battle. I just call it because it's, I mean, how it,
Jakku?
yeah.
Is that the one?
That's, yeah.
The new one? Yeah. Okay.
And that's the one where my brother found
Again,
out.
I don't know if that's how you pronounce it either.
Yeah, I don't know if that's how you, but whatever.
Yeah.
My brother found out that if you were on the Empire side, you could get Boba Fett, and you could basically sit on top of a rock. And my brother went 75-1.
Jesus fuck.
And that was so. There was also a cheat where you could hijack a vehicle, get shot down, and before you hit the ground, you could jump out and the game
Yes, I
would,
saw that, and you're invincible.
yeah, the game would consider
Mhm.
you to be dead as far as your health bar is concerned, but
Right.
not dead as far as your kills are concerned.
Yep. So you never take damage, but you can just continue to destroy motherfuckers for the
Yeah.
rest of the game.
So on
Great.
those games, most people went 70 plus and
Right.
and like one because you had to have the one kill because the game considered you to die from the
Right.
vehicle crash.
Mm-hmm.
My brother figured out that if you were
Boba
Boba
Fett.
Fett, you could also go into the 70s and 80s, but you'd also have a couple kills because you had to die a couple
gotta,
times to get
you
to
gotta
that
before
Boba
you
Fett.
can actually get the hero coin or whatever the hell
Right,
it is.
before you can
Right.
find Boba Fett. So
Sure.
that's how you knew somebody was. We called it cheating or not cheating because
Yeah.
I mean, let's face it. If you're gonna cheese the game like that, which hasn't been patched out as far as I know,
I don't know that it has either. I don't know that they have figured out a way to fix it, quite frankly.
and
And
that,
I think if you would have heard about it getting fixed, it would have been on PC long before we ever hear about it
Yeah.
on console.
and that's the part that irritates me because like I've run into that twice, where all of a sudden you have that one dude that's just standing
You're just
in the middle of the field.
pumping lasers into them, and it doesn't do shit to them.
Yeah. So
It's
like,
so frustrating.
here's the question I have for you. I very much, I have been enjoying it. I enjoy it in small bursts.
I enjoy it too.
It very much revives that whole 1970s, 1980s. Like,
I agree.
I love this. The sound effects are great. The battles are fun.
It very much simulates the experience that you would want to get from a Star Wars game. It does. Yeah, no, I'm with you.
But do you just get bored of it?
Yep.
Like,
Yes.
No,
No, I'm with you. I get bored with it, and it's one of those where it is good in like if I wanted to spend an hour and a half playing it in an evening, if I had an hour and a half free, that's perfect. It's the perfect game just to kind of sit down,
I get
do
about an
6
hour.
or 7 matches, and then I'm done, and then I'm good. Yeah, and I am perfectly satisfied with the experience that I had. No complaints.
I also
whatsoever.
find that it's very, to me, it's imbalanced. Like,
Oh God, yes.
when you're in the jungle and you're a fucking stormtrooper, you stick out like a goddamn light bulb.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
It's-
you
it's-
might as well have a neon sign saying, "Hey, I'm over here, fuckers, kill me."
That's
Absolutely.
confidence.
Is it?
Yeah.
Have you been?
Coming at you in all white.
Now, Chris, I realize that this is probably common knowledge at this point, but have you learned the secret about the iron sights?
Oh, what is that secret? Because I played
You just don't aim down the iron sights at all because they're useless. They are just as accurate as shooting from the hip, actually, in terms of what you're going
Oh.
to hit. If you aim down the sights, it's not like, oh, you're going to get more accurate because you can aim. It has zero difference.
Oh,
As
no,
long
no.
as your crosshairs are on them, like just running, shooting from the hip, you're going to be just as accurate as if you're aiming straight down the barrel.
No. Yeah, I've learned that, but I've also figured out that first person view is a little bit easier than third person.
Dude,
And
I'm the opposite.
and I have-
love third person better.
Yeah, and I have a brother that does that, but I find that because of the whole aim assist thing that goes on for console peasants, happens it like the aim assist happens a lot faster if you're in first person view, even if you're not
Really?
doing the iron sights. You're a little bit more accurate than. And I think it's because if you're in first person view, you don't have the extra.
You don't have extra space to try to scroll across or anything like
Well,
that?
no, it's the game is saying, okay, look, we understand that you can't. You have like this much view as opposed to this much view, so
Okay.
we're gonna be more accurate here. Whereas if you're in third person view, you can see, somebody coming at you from over here.
It's still a pretty tightly zoomed third person.
It is, but you still get a much wider field of view.
You do. You absolutely do. I can't argue with
and
that.
I have one brother that plays third person, and I have one brother that plays first person. And me and the brother that plays first person were both like, yeah, our hits are much more accurate than if we're in third person. And I think I think they're compensating. They're saying, okay, you're in
Interesting.
first person, so you don't have as much. You don't see enemies coming at you from a much brighter, from your blind sides. So
Sure.
we're going to give you the advantage of having a much more better aim assist. as
Really, your other
opposed to
brother
if
just
you're in
sucks
third
at the
person.
game.
What?
Really, your other brother just sucks
Alright.
at the game.
I will say I prefer to play it in third person. Just because that's the experience I always had with Battlefront games.
Yeah,
I
and
just this is
I
how I
try
prefer to play.
and I tried it. I tried it for I don't know 15, 20 hours, and I
Hmm.
was just like, as soon as I went back to first person, I was like, okay,
Hmm.
it
Now
feels
I will
much more
say
natural.
I will say third person view for on foot, first person view when I'm in any sort of cockpit. I have to do first person view when I'm in any cockpit.
Well, I mean,
Any other any it's hard to fucking see what you're doing otherwise. It
yeah,
gets real
and at
nasty.
this point, I've played enough Elite Dangerous, and I've played enough
Hmm.
Space Sims that I'm like, third person is where I need to be because I need to see
Really?
everything around
Okay.
me. But when I'm
See,
playing first person view,
it's
as
funny.
far
You're
as
the
on
exact
foot,
You
opposite
play
of me.
third person in Elite Dangerous?
yeah, I end up spending a lot of time in the hover cam
Huh.
because I do a lot of
I
mining.
guess you do
So
like a lot of mining and stuff,
yeah,
right?
I do a lot of
Yeah.
mining, and I started a patch for Horizons today, and I haven't
Yeah.
finished that patch yet. And I just found out that they have 64-bit support for Elite Dangerous, so now I have to uninstall Elite Dangerous and
Ah.
reinstall Elite Dangerous.
See, damn it, I need to do the same.
So, and
Damn it.
as far as Horizons, I mean,
You're never
right now
gonna
it's
play it, Blake.
I own it. I own it, man. I
Uh,
played it for about 5 hours.
yeah, and I have to go buy my rover now. So anyway, I
Yeah.
do a lot of time of like when I'm mining, I will be in first person view as far as to send out my probes and do all that, and then I'll go back out to third person view or their free camera, whatever, so that way I can kind of assess what is around me, so that way I know like which rock I want to go to try to start mining. So. And it's the same way when I'm playing like Free Space or even if I was
Battlefront.
playing.
Eyes on the prize.
Yeah.
Battlefront.
Yeah. So
It's interesting.
anyway,
I,
Blake,
Yes.
I think we're down to you now.
All right. I'll keep this quick actually, because if you want to see my full impressions, you can check out my review over on ActionTroop.com. Shameless plug. I have been playing Rainbow Six Siege. I got a review copy of that, and that game is, you know, if it were a
similar to Battlefront?
no, actually,
Good shore experiences, but doesn't have legs.
okay, that's a fair comparison actually, and I would say that every map that is in that game, they're all very very well designed. Actually, I've had a ton of fun with this game. I've really honestly, I haven't really had any experiences that I haven't enjoyed in it, other than the training missions, which will fuck you in the ass so hard. My God, they are so fucking hard.
Oh, you know what? I think
Oh
on
my
that,
God.
I need to go refill my drink and
They
go
are-
get the lube real quick.
They are so hard.
Get in the lube.
Uh,
Get in the lube.
Okay.
Jesus Christ, Chris. But the training missions are actually shockingly very difficult. But once you can kind of get past some of that shit, you can actually unlock some of the specialty characters that the game has.
Yeah.
It really opens the experience
Like
up a lot.
Domingo Chavez?
I don't know what the fuck they are. I don't know. All I know is that there's a different name for each kind of class of character, and they've got, I don't know.
Alright.
All I know is this, is that all of the maps are really well constructed, and I really like just kind of the way that they've put together all of the multiplayer functions, where essentially you are working together as a team. And what I've found most surprising is actually, I've been playing it without a microphone, no mic at all, no headset, no anything, and I've actually been able to have a really solid experience. People find ways to communicate regardless of what's going on. Like, they'll sit there and they'll say, hey, I've got like a reinforced wall perk for my character. And so they'll kind of look at me, they'll like shoot at my feet, and then they'll shoot at the wall. Like, hey, put it up right there. And they find ways to communicate with you regardless of whether you have the headset on or not. And what you'll find is, once you end up in circles with people who have been playing this game for a long time, they'll have figured out the best ways that you can approach certain missions. And man, it is a ton of fun. It is a blast.
Yeah,
I've been shockingly amused with this game. However, I will say that for $60, the amount of content that you get for that money,
Yeah.
it's a little bit lacking. And the fact that you have to go through and I get what they're trying to do, but you have to get the in-game funny money in order to unlock characters as you go.
Yeah.
That kind of chaps my ass a little bit, because it's like, all right, you can spend X number of hours unlocking every single class, and as you unlock them, they get more and more expensive as you go.
Yeah.
Or you could go to our in-game store and spend real money in order to unlock these characters in a $60 fucking game that you just spent all of your money on.
And that you don't feel like has enough content to begin with.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And that's where I have my problem. If this were a $40 game, more okay. If it was a $30 game, I feel like that would be the sweet spot. I mean, hell, if this were a free-to-play game, I wouldn't complain about that aspect of having to unlock things at all. Like, that's just kind of a core concept. But if you're paying $60 for a game, I get having to wait to unlock things a certain amount, but if you have to put 10, 15, 20 hours into a fucking game in order to unlock each one of the character classes, that's bullshit. I'm sorry. That's just not okay.
Yeah. So, Game of the Year.
No. Not so much. Now, I will say the terrorist hunt mode, god damn it, that's fucking fun, though. Like, I haven't had a single experience in terrorist hunt where I just haven't just absolutely loved it. It's a blast.
You like let him out, and then the one terrorist runs off, and you give him a head start, and then everyone goes after and kills that one guy out in the forest. Or as I call it, Dick Cheney hunting.
Oh, really? I was about to say fox hunting, but yeah, it's the same idea. Just kind of let him go, let him run. But no, it's so much fun. I've really had a lot of fun with the game. I've really enjoyed it a lot. However, if I had to pay the full $60 for the game, fortunately I was provided with a review copy. If I had to pay $60 for the game, I'd probably feel pretty cheated, honestly.
Cool. Well, hopefully they add more content and
originally wasn't the story originally that they were going to release the game for $60 and you were going to get, or no, I'm sorry, that was Hitman, where they were going to release the game and you were going to get all the DLC for free.
You buy Hitman and there's one map. And then it just month
I thought
by
that was
month
supposed to come out in the spring, and there was going to be more content as part of the base launch.
Thinking about it, I guess.
Jesus Christ! Come on, Square Enix.
As a Hitman fan,
haven't you learned from Deus Ex? Come on, guys, come the fuck on. Good lord! But either way, I feel like that if they were including some free DLC and things like that, additional maps. Yeah. Then this might be something where, okay, $60 is justified, but based off of what's in the base game, it's not there. Based off of what is unlocked when you put the disc in the drive the first time. And quite frankly, I'm not interested in spending 20 hours to try to unlock every class. Seriously. I'm just going to look and find out what's the best ones to have on Game Pass.
Probably if there's like a way that you could just like give a little bit of money and just like become level 25, then like just skip all the monotony of like the game.
Yeah, just pay $25.
Now if only there was a way to buy in-game currency in order to unlock all these characters. Wait.
I mean, I just want one big like buy it once and it's done. None of that free to play. You like buy one thing and then you level 25.
You know what you call that?
Already.
You call it buying the fucking game when it comes out.
Nah.
$60 should give you everything. I don't give a shit that you're going to try to milk out another $25 or $30 fucking dollars out of me for a $60 product. That's bullshit. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I can install Uplay. It's terrible. So,
hey,
Chris,
at least I played it on console, so I only had their shitty console version of Uplay.
Oh yeah.
I have a train to catch. So.
Do you? So we're going to go ahead.
A train? Where the fuck are you going?
To Choo Choo Town.
He's probably got a LOL match. He's probably got a LOL placement match.
Sugar.
I'm in queue already.
All right.
So Russ is in queue. So with that, we're gonna take this home. Yeah. So we got Gauntlet. That's our next game of the month. Hopefully the three of us can at least play it. Maybe we can get rope carry into it.
Warrior needs food badly.
Warrior needs food badly. White Wizard needs food badly. Anyway.
Come on, what about the Black Wizards? Come on. Or the Grand Wizards.
White Wizards, lives matter.
Chris, get us out of here, Chewie.
All right. You can follow me. I'm at Starvin on Twitter. You can follow Ross, the troll, at Grady Raven. You can follow Blake at
Really?
the Man.
Really? Did you have to have that much hesitation?
Yeah.
Can you think of a cool name for him?
You can follow. I had several, but I was like, nah.
Well, thanks for taking the high road. I appreciate that.
It's Christmas time, so I'll
Thank
be nice
you.
to. I'll be nice to Blake. You can follow Blake
la.
at Grady the Man. You can follow Carrie, who sadly isn't here, at Crunchy Chocobo. You can follow the site at Strategy Reviews. Let's see. Is there anything else? No, because we covered it all. Please like and subscribe. Donate to me. There'll be a donate button via PayPal. At the bottom of the post.
Man.
That's like my new thing.
I want a donate button.
No, you
I want a donate button.
You don't get a donate button. I get a beer button.
Bullshit.
Carrie gets a wine button in 2016. You can donate the two of us.
Hold on, I thought Ross would get a wine button, but it's WHINE.
No, he gets the Dr. Pepper caffeine-free button. Anyway, Ross has a placement match to play. So with that, we are out. Peace.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
Bullshit.
Bye. Wave, Blake, wave. Come on. There you go.